I always forget that like we're all in different time zones sometimes.
Mhm.
So I'm like, oh yeah, game's starting at 10 o'clock for me. And it's like, oh nope, 7 o'clock.
7.
Well, it's gonna
Yep.
be weird in
Lucky.
3 weeks when your times change, but mine does
Mhm.
not, and then only 1 hour behind Alex, but 2 hours ahead of Heather.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that's confusing. Alrighty. Oh, I got TSN.
Me too.
Well,
Got John and Eddie.
Lucky duck.
never am gonna get them. I swear. This is the downside about living in Canada. They give you all the worst content when it
Mm.
comes to like, hey, do you want to watch the Kraken? Yes. Oh, well, we'll give you the Jets coverage. You're like, I don't want the Jets
Like, no.
coverage.
Yeah.
Like,
I
this
mean,
is
really,
not
it can't
fun
be too
coverage.
hard to um like give you both options.
They used to. When it used to be with the NHL network, because you used to do it with NHL Live before Sportsnet had it, and you could
Mm.
choose either or. It was fantastic. For the first season, 2 seasons that the Kraken were a team, I got to watch it on. I got to watch all
Mm.
like
En
Kraken
route.
coverage. It was great.
Uh, no, Derek is. I think he is like in a movie or something tonight.
Mhm.
Prior commitments, so 3-person ship tonight.
I didn't realize we were live.
Oh, you mean when we all said 8 o'clock, boot it up, ten
Yeah,
o'clock,
didn't
boot it up?
realize.
Well, you didn't say, "Hey, now we're live."
Oh well.
Also, like I've missed saying, "Welcome to Beneath the Waves, live and unfiltered."
Oh, there you
We're
go.
ready to experience Kraken hockey.
There we go. That's how we open up things.
The Jets are in town, undefeated.
Gross.
Woo!
Boo, Winnipeg.
Boo, Winnipeg. Seriously, boo, Winnipeg.
The worst. I hope your football team loses, because then we will get first place. What's up, Brendan? How
I
you
might.
doing tonight, dude?
He's just sad he's stuck with us.
Yeah, he's
Not
just like,
Derek.
oh
I'm
man,
out of
no,
here.
Derek. Thank you
Oh,
for the
those
commitment, though.
three.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
we
the commitment,
appreciate
though.
it.
Coming back again,
Hmm.
tolerated us all last season just to come back to us again this year.
That is definitely a commitment.
I heard my voice for 5 seconds on the podcast, and I was like, nope. I don't know how
Yeah.
people listen to my voice for over almost an hour. This is annoying.
Wait till you have your new microphone.
Oh God,
Nice and crispy, crystal clear.
can't wait for when I accidentally have a voice crack mid sentence, and then I just run away crying because I'll be like, oh God, that sounds terrible, and everybody heard it. It was so crystal clear.
Oh, it's too bad we can't like re-record it or anything, right?
Well, let's be serious. In a situation like that, you would not. You'd be like, that's staying.
We're like, no, we want you to be embarrassed.
Like, haha,
We got ya.
you've been punked.
It was our plan all along.
We've been waiting nearly 10 months, or when did we start doing this? When did we start recording?
Yeah, been waiting that long to get ya.
Before we even had our first live, this was the plan. We're like, you know what, Kraken Canada, you're done.
You're out. You're toast. You're cooked.
You are cut off. Sorry, wife was watching Pitch Perfect before, like 2 days ago, and I've had a bunch of
Great
them in my
movie
head.
though.
Fantastic.
Doing well. How about you guys? I'm doing okay. I just survived a Costco run, so I have a bit of an
Oh,
adrenaline dump going.
that that definitely is something. I don't like Costco to begin with. Like, it's stressful. Like, I can deal with Costco. I don't do well with Costco parking lots.
Mm.
Like,
Yeah, parking lot's pretty bad.
yeah. Even though like the spaces are big because like they widen the spaces, I still get
Hmm.
stressed out. I'm like, I don't like anybody here.
I plan my Costco visits around when I need gas. It's like
Mm-hmm.
7 cents
Mm,
cheaper.
Totally.
yeah.
And if I have a hankering for a hot dog.
Mm.
That's
Or
fair.
a Polish sausage.
Ugh, it's not fair that we don't have them here anymore. I hate that. I hate you for bringing that up.
Forgot that we had those.
Said
Like,
we
we have
needed
like
more
both.
drama.
that's like the best thing there, and they don't have. They took them away in the U.S. Had to settle for a stupid hot dog.
The what was those double chocolate chip cookies or whatever they were?
Mm, yeah, those are good.
Had one of them. I've
Yeah.
never had one again. The sugar high I got from that was
So
like,
yeah. I mean, I
oof.
ate it in like four parts. It's like too sweet.
You guys have fries, we don't. You don't have fries at your Costco?
Wait, what?
Mm, I
That's
don't know because I've not looked for them, but it's very possible.
You should see a
that's
Costco poutine.
oh,
I mean, we
that's like
definitely don't have that.
Costco poutine is next level. It's like $5
game.
and it'll feed a family of 4.
Yep. And you can eat it by yourself and you'll regret everything.
Did
Like,
you guys see the starting lineup tonight? It's fascinating after Coach Dan switched everything up.
Gonna guess
We've
Stevie.
got Tanev, Stevenson, and Schwartz.
That is odd.
Yeah.
That's pulling names from a hat.
yeah, that's
He
just
said
chaos
something
hockey.
along the lines of like he doesn't number his lines. So
Okay.
yeah. He said I haven't numbered them on purpose. So I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah, we'll see.
That's
What are the other
that's
combos?
very interesting.
Oh yeah, they're
I-
they're really bizarre and interesting. I had them up and I closed out of it.
I kind of appreciate the way that Bilesma does his lines because
Mhm.
it's so different from hack.
Mhm.
Like you could like close your eyes, spin around in circles like a dozen times,
Yeah.
and like you'd be like, okay, Maddie's playing on a line with Aberlay and Veneers,
Yeah.
or sorry, Aberlay and McCann, and you'd be
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. I felt like his weren't as intentional. I don't know.
Mhm.
This I'm hoping well, I guess I shouldn't say I don't know for sure, but I feel like this is more intentional.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Hack just put him in a blender for real.
By the end of it, like by the end of his tenure, he was just like, I hope for the best here.
He's like, I don't know what to do.
He's like, I'm not gonna
The
be here
players are
next
like,
week.
I don't know what's wrong. He's like, I don't know what's wrong either. I don't know what to do. Are we playing hockey? I don't know.
Undefeated goalie battle. 3-0 against 5-0.
Oh yeah.
Nice. And puck is about to drop.
Dropped.
It is dropped.
Oh, we're like perfectly synced.
Ooh, nice.
Nope. I am not.
Bad. I'm just a little
This is
closer to the Winnipeg Tower, I guess.
This is unterrible at its finest. Just showing Joey shake his head multiple times, like the puck still hasn't dropped. Like we are still not there, folks. I'm gonna
Well,
be
he
like
just
40.
Joey just had a great save, so yay, Joey.
Key parts of the game: Winnipeg, clean start, Seattle, offensive threat.
Okay, the puck just dropped.
Oh man.
About 20
Both-
seconds behind-ish.
Okay.
Remember last time?
Time-wise, but
Maybe not last time, but one of the last times it was the three of us, and Alex had his constant jinxes of what happens, and we knew the
Yes.
future.
I'm not doing that this time. I
This
refuse.
is going to overtime, and they score. No.
Dead silence, being like, no, it's not.
We're like, is it though?
Is it though? Imagine being Kale Fleury right now. He's sitting in the press box after flying from from Seattle to Coachella to Seattle. But he probably didn't. He probably just stayed in the hotel.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
right?
but it's
There's
more
no-
fun to craft
no
the
way.
narrative that he's flying back and forth. That's why
Yeah.
I
At least
should.
it's
but
a
he's just-
short flight.
I realized I should have made a poll with is he choosing pretzels or cookies?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's definitely eating like peanuts or something like that because he's definitely salty.
That's what someone had said. Yeah.
It was a terrible joke, but
Palm
it made me laugh
Springs
anyway.
to Seattle flight time. It's a 3-hour flight.
Yeah, it's not bad.
That's pretty long, actually.
Not too bad if you're thinking about instead of going to like, I don't know, Texas or something where you're like 5-6 hours.
Good point. But
7
still,
hours even.
could you imagine like getting on a plane on a Tuesday? They're like, hey, you've been
Mm-mm.
called up to the NHL. You're like, yeah, this is great. And then like 2 days later, you're like, hey, you're going
Oh,
back
Ab's
to
going in.
Coachella. They're like,
Ah!
Mm-mm.
How do you miss the rebound?
I'm gonna still be
No,
delayed.
I can't imagine being that
No.
person and going like that.
I'm
You better
still
be
maybe
collecting air
convinced that
miles.
he has a fear of flying, and they're just trying to like exposure therapy.
It's
Ugh.
okay. It's okay. You'll be okay. You'll
You'll
get
be
over
okay.
this.
Okay, we're like what 11 minutes in, and we haven't dropped a single frame. So I'm gonna try going from 540p to 720p, so I can actually make out numbers.
540. Amazing.
I think it was like
That's impressive.
I think it was like whatever I think it was 360 the last game.
Oh.
So really, what I'm learning here is that Derek's the problem.
Obviously.
He had to go outside just to
Turn the
to do
crank.
To flip a coin, you gotta go outside.
57%
You
of the
cannot flip it
time.
inside.
In order to hit it 57 times, you have to flip the coin 57 times.
Outside.
Outside.
That's the key.
Due west.
Only way it works.
Play the wind.
Wind gust 16 degrees.
So it's Gord, Volvi, and Bjorkstrand.
Yeah, which I like that line. That's
Bringing
a
that
line
line
from
back,
last season
yeah.
that I actually like. I like
Did
that
we-
line. That's cool.
Did we tweet out the fact that we're alive?
Oh no. I got a tab open here.
I was gonna say I was about to tweet it. If
5.
we gotta get, we gotta get on that. I keep forgetting about that.
Yeah.
Brendan's like, I'm here, guys. I'm here.
We should actually we should hype it up more.
Mhm.
I know, Brendan, you remembered. Thank you. We should hype it up more like the day before, 2 days before, etc.
Yeah.
We should do that.
Oh wow. Okay. I know nothing happened because you're still watching the game, but like
Yeah,
I can still have my reactions.
you can. Absolutely.
They
Joey.
scored. They scored. No way. I'm gonna watch this. Oh no.
Joey's on it.
Okay.
I remember there was
always
one
on it.
time last year where Heather went like, "Oh guys, it's not good. It's not good," and like nothing ended up happening.
I know. I was just waiting and being like anticipation, being like something's gonna happen, and nothing ever happened. And I
I
was
know.
like, okay.
I felt badly about that, but it was just because they were playing so badly. I just couldn't take it
Oh,
anymore.
we are not on
I was
Twitch.
like,
We are on
"Guys, that's
YouTube.
not good." But I just literally meant their play.
Get the puck. Get the puck. Be like, oh, this is
I
not good.
learned my lesson though. I won't do that again unless it's something really bad. I got it. You're both sitting there like waiting. So funny.
It's the fear of it. This is what happens when you're this far east. You're like, I have no control. I'm delayed. Like, what's gonna happen? Well, we don't know.
Oh, Brendan says we should do a weekly schedule. Yeah.
I mean, if you listen to the podcast, we say,
Mm.
and our podcast,
We do, but
and
we
our
need to cover
podcast,
all the
yes,
bases.
I know, and we make
Don't be a
sure
smart Alec.
that the podcast comes out before the games.
But we'll always have paint Photoshop to tell us what's happening.
Every person who says hi in the chat pulls one treat for its cat and or Pearl.
That's fair.
My cat isn't on a first name basis with the, so it's just Matt's cat.
Everyone knows Pearl, so
Mm.
Pearl's like famous more than me for sure. People know Pearl, but not me. That is actually the neighborhood, when I'm walking her, they like know her name. No one knows me.
What's up, Pearl? What's up, Pearl's mom?
Yep.
Yeah, we have a dog actually in our area, Abby. She barks like crazy, and you can hear her all the way down the street, and everybody knows her as Abby. And her
Abby.
parents, her owners are Abby's mom, Abby's
Yeah.
dad.
See?
Wouldn't have. And then I was recently talking to them because they moved in just a little while ago, and we were talking. They're like, "Oh, this is my name." And we're like, ah, yeah.
Cool.
And then like I remember like going home, I'm like, yeah, I just met, Abby's dad. And my wife was just like, oh yeah, what's his name? I'm like, um,
Got nothing.
got nothing. Abby's dad. Like, that's my brain. That's my brain in a nutshell.
Yep.
Derek just reposted, so we must still be in the trailers of.
Skynet has taken over his phone.
We can't do the cat gif anymore in the chat, no. But
True.
if the other cat was here, I'd pick him up and give him a shake.
It's unfortunate that you can't do gifs.
That was fun though.
Yeah.
I'll give him that. Pathetic.
Can't wait for when Derek starts digging up old tweets again. Old tweets exposed. Probably would have a doozy in there.
Joey's solid. That's what I got so far.
Honestly, is it bad to say that I'm never really stressed when Joey is in net? Like,
I mean, I think that has something to do with why the players play better. They're not stressed about it. I mean, I hate to be that way. I just think they have a different level of comfort when he's in the net as opposed to Gru. And I don't know that that's fair, but it is kind of what it is.
like, yeah. Like, I don't even know how to really like it's not that Grubauer's a bad goaltender. It's I don't know if it's like a version of like a weird version of PTSD with like how it's gone the last couple of years. I wonder if like the players that are still here from the beginning are like, oh, we've seen this before, but
well, that's what they theorized on Sound of Hockey this week. There's some sort of PTSD there of, they have experienced when playing in front of Gru that things don't go super well, so they might check out.
Yeah. That could be. I haven't listened yet, but it makes sense.
And then I think with Joey, like you just look at his stats from last year when he got number one, like when he was the number one tendy, and it's like, okay, like we trust him. He's there. He's reliable. He's the only reason we had a playoff chance, late into the season. Like, without Joey, January would be like our end game. We'd be like, okay, well, October hockey's coming in about 10 months.
Yeah. We fast forward to next season. Thank you.
I'm going to quote tweet your quote tweet and say, even if you're at the game, come hang out. Open on your phone, put it in the cup holder. Tell 3 people around you to sub to the pod.
Yeah, I would never say that because if I'm at the game, there's no way I'm doing that. Love you all, but no.
Could you imagine just like sitting at the game, your phone out like this, and you're watching 3 people talk about the game that you're at, but like they're talking about it in like in a
Delayed
delayed
a little bit.
It's delayed because you're like, and Decord made a great save, and you're like, he made a save like 10 seconds ago. Like, what are you talking about? And then my dumbass is like, oh, he made a great save, and you're like, he made that 20 seconds ago. What are you talking about?
No.
Heather starts jumping up and down. It's like, oh man, I hope something good happens.
The guy, whoever's watching, it's just like,
who was that? Was
like,
that
you're delayed?
Schwartz just laid someone out.
Yeah, he did.
I'm gonna see it in a couple seconds because
and then Turbo almost gave him.
Turbo almost. That's
Turbo almost.
That's it, isn't it?
I think they call him Turbo because he's fast.
No, he's just definitely because he's a snail.
I wonder what he really thought. Like, he never really said what he thought it meant. I think he just never thought about it really or put it together. But
at the same time, I couldn't nail down if it was just a bit that he was like playing oblivious. And
I mean, I think there's a little of that in a lot of what he said. Derek's pretty smart. I mean, I wouldn't say that to him, but
okay, here's me being a dummy moment. Oh. Shane Wright almost got a goal.
Yeah.
Shane Wright.
Right.
I went to Derek's Twitter because I had to like retweet something or look at something, and in his bio previously he had like 1/5 BTW CA, and then now in its profile it says like Seattle Kraken, BTW SEA 23. Like, does this kid like not know fractions now that he thinks it's 2/3? And then it took me like a minute to realize, oh, he's 23 years old because he's just a baby.
He's a baby.
So young. So young. I remember when I was 23.
Hey, Tone, those were dark times.
I'm glad I'm not 23 anymore. I'll say that much.
Yeah. Yeah. No, thank you. I'm happy with where I'm at.
Nope.
I was at the bar yesterday for trivia. I was talking with one of the bartenders, and there's this band in town. Like, during university and a few years after, like, whenever they were in town, our group of friends was there. They were playing last night, and I was like, man, if I was 10 years younger, I would finish my shift here and then go for a concert and be home at 2 a.m. But now I would need earplugs and stand at the back of the room and at least 90-minute nap beforehand. I cannot do.
Yep.
I totally get it. And then my brain is like, oh, I'm going to be up at 6:30 tomorrow morning. I'm going to be watching this game until 1. 5 hours of sleep. Let's do this. Like,
let's go.
And I'm like, this is probably not good for my health, but we ride.
Yep. Oh, Brendan's 23.
We ride
You know
at
what,
dawn because
Brendan?
that's when your stream or when your game finishes.
So, Brendan, we're saying we wouldn't want to be 23 again, but please enjoy being 23.
Yeah, there's
also.
nothing wrong with being 23. It was just
No.
23 was very different 9 years ago.
I wish
Very
I had my
different,
body at
I think,
23 because my
for all
back
of us.
hurts.
Amen.
Where's the leave?
But enjoy it. It's fun.
Karts, Berkey, and Shane Wright's an interesting line.
It's just like a blender tonight.
It is really funny. I'm so curious what tomorrow looks like. I cannot wait. I mean, obviously, like, it depends on the game, what happens here, but like, nothing happens.
I know, I'm reacting to things that happened 20 seconds ago.
It's so long ago, I can't even remember what you would be reacting to.
I know, I'm wondering too. I'm like,
I don't think anything happened.
Oh, was it the one that almost got past Joey? But I think it was it Lars that got it? Maybe, can't remember now. Anyway,
Thought you're in your 20s. I still get ID'd at your store and bars and buying lotto tickets, and the age here is 19. So, hey, baby!
There we go.
Maddie Beniers, baby.
Finally breaking through.
The hockey gods will answer in a couple seconds because I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, you're gonna like it. Yeah, Maddie.
B. Snipe. Top of the circle.
Emo Maddie.
Just so you know, Larson just passed the puck behind the net. Yeah, I'm
that was a
very
while ago.
What a
you gotta refresh.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you need, because that was quite a bit ago.
Yeah, welcome to Canada. Welcome to this side of Canada, at least. All right, let's see if I can refresh this because, oh my goodness, that was an absolute snipe.
Yeah, it was nice. Oh, I'm glad he's on the score sheet though, because like I feel like that goal was kind of haunting him.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That didn't do anything. I'm just accepting the fact that I'm going to be forever behind.
Yeah, that's okay.
The hockey gods answered my prayers again.
Oh, delayed penalty now.
Yep.
All right. Well, it wasn't my Sasquatch pick, but I'm really happy that that's the one that happened.
Yeah, it wasn't mine either, but I'll take it.
Hopefully give them a confidence boost. I'll handle tweeting duties as well.
Good. I'm tired of doing it. I'm just kidding.
I'm not gonna say much because all the actions, but
obviously. Every tweet you should just end it with, and by the way, we're live.
I'll just put the link, embed the link.
By the way, this is where we at. Is Hellebuck's in that, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Strong
People are asking
start.
me what the lottery numbers are because I've asked the hockey gods twice.
I mean, I might have to do a Kraken ticket tomorrow and 10 on there. Who's the assist from? Cannon Larson. So
That's
6,
that's
10, 19.
Kander's got 10 points on the season.
Yeah, that's insane.
He's got
I
4
love
goals,
that.
6 assists, like absolutely
I love it.
going off.
I love it.
Definitely. He what was I listening to? Because I know we mentioned it, but another podcast mentioned it too, and they said that you wonder if Maddie's been so stressed out because he has the additional pressure of
Yeah.
being an assistant captain.
I think that was you.
And I'm like, I know I
Mhm.
said that, but somebody else
Yeah.
mentioned it as well, and I was like, okay, I'm not the only one that thinks that, and I was
Yeah.
really like heavily focused on it because I was like, maybe it is an extra, but I feel like getting this goal is really going to help him now.
I think so. I think he also if we take the A off of his chest, we don't even think about that. He has
Yeah.
so much pressure on him to
Oh,
perform better than last season. So like I would even think like that's what's doing it. I think to me, I'm like, this is how we bridge to captaincy, like I hate to be that way, but like I feel like, okay, we've got Ebbs as captain until Maddie is captain. I just feel like that's still the plan. That's why they did this. And I'm wondering if like Canner doesn't want that because
yeah, he might not.
I think that they would have done it if he wanted it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I
I've
don't know.
honestly,
Obviously we're not in the room. We don't know, but that's my
yeah,
speculation.
I've always I've been playing the devil's advocate in the sense of like, because I know everybody's been talking about Maddie, but my brain
Mhm.
also goes like Shane Wright. Like I know
I know.
his leadership qualities are
They're so good.
like
I mean, rookie. Okay, so rookie camp, he was like so far ahead of everyone, and he was like he was helping them like go through the
Mhm.
drills and like telling them where to stand and where to go. And I was like, there's the guy. I don't know. We'll see, but I'm with you there. Like, I think
well,
that's a possibility.
he was also captain of the Frontenacs here in Kingston.
Mhm.
He was the captain of Team Canada when the World Juniors happened. So like he has that experience.
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
think that's like, and he's really had that since a young age, and he really exemplifies it. So
yeah.
it wouldn't shock me.
Me
Like
either.
it really wouldn't. But like we're talking a couple years down the line,
Oh,
so
for at
like,
least a couple. At
well,
least a
Abs
couple.
has got 2 years on his
Yeah,
contract, and
yeah.
then who's to say you resign him for another year at a
Hmm.
low number, and he's a fourth
Maybe.
line player,
Hmm.
hypothetically speaking. But even if it's a
Yeah,
2 years of Everley being captain, then you give 2 solid years of, okay, like figure it out
yeah.
kind of a thing.
Yeah, totally. I agree.
But I'm glad that he got this off his chest. Like this is huge for him.
Yeah,
So he almost got a second one actually on the power play there.
he did. It's pee time, by the way.
PP time.
Big time.
I said to or if I said it on our call or was talking with Derek. An eventual merch store opens up, there definitely needs to be a PP shirt.
Oh,
Some sort of
100%.
like super aggressive ice blue font.
Yeah.
That would
Maybe
get
time in the fun room.
it says in the fun room across the back.
Oh
Or it's
man.
like
Yep.
it's like
I would
subtly
totally wear
printed
that.
inside the collar or something. So like it's there.
I totally wear that too. So
I
funny.
still want him to make the Monty Mania design.
Mm,
Like the Hulk Hogan font.
Yeah.
brother.
Oh
Oh,
man.
Riker almost got a follow up.
He's been playing
I was
so
psyched for him last game.
Yeah, he's playing well.
I
Also,
celebrated.
they're getting the rebounds better tonight already than they
Mhm.
were. Promising.
The fact that Evans only had 1 goal in his career last, like through what,
Mm,
80 plus games, and he's already got
yeah.
2 this season. Like that's, keep an eye on him this year.
Yeah.
But then I
Big
also
Riker fan.
go sign him to a contract now before he has an outstanding season, and he asks for $5 million, and you're like,
Truth. Mm-hmm.
That's my worry. That's my big worry is that he's gonna have like a season where he like gets like 50, 60 points, and his bridge contract goes from like 2.5 million to like four,
Yeah.
4.5, and you're like,
Yeah. Oh, it's
Ron,
so true.
Ron.
Yeah. Yeah, I want Riker long term for sure.
Yeah, I think you're gonna see him do a bridge though.
I agree with
So
you 100%. I think that's the contract.
yeah,
Yep.
because him and Cartier are going to be two of the big guys that you're going to have to re-sign this
Mhm.
offseason. Cartier, I think, is going to take like a 3 or 4 year deal,
Yep.
and I could easily see him take it for like 2.5, which
Mhm.
is pretty good for like a third, fourth line player because I think he can
Yeah.
play both,
Yeah.
but he can
I
still
agree.
play top line minutes because we've seen him do it.
Yeah.
But Evans is the one that I'm like, he could
Yeah.
easily, if he has one of those seasons, you could easily see him take his. I think his cap will increase tenfold in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's Borgen getting paid? Is up this season?
2.75, I think it is.
Something around there, yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with him because it could either be, I think they'll definitely keep him.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. He's still young. He's only 26 or 27. So
yeah, it's
like he can
27. Yeah, 2.7.
It's them, Turbo, Yanni. Else who's up this
Yeah.
season?
Those two.
Yeah. We honestly don't have a lot of people up this season. Like the main people that are going to be that are up are Tanev, Gord, and then I think those are the only two UFAs.
Yeah.
And then we have Cartier, Evans, and that's it because Joey was a part of that, and then now he's no longer. So
Yeah.
like realistically, the main part of the core has been locked up for at least another year.
Yeah,
So
you're right. Man, I was still putting Joey in there. I'm glad you said that because I was still like in my head, still registering him there, even though we
Yep.
just extended him, obviously. I was
No,
like, there's
honestly,
one more person.
well, it's funny because like with Joey, like I did not expect it to happen so early. Like I was kind of anticipating being at like a last minute type signing,
Yep.
like extension if it did happen.
Yep.
And ultimately, I wasn't going to be shocked if they actually dealt him at the deadline. If he was having
Yeah.
a good season, but they knew they weren't going to make the playoffs, you could probably get a lot of pieces back for that kind of a goaltender. So
Yeah.
I'm glad they locked him up long term.
Yeah, me too.
Ooh, Matt Rempe went back to the AHL.
Okay, literally was just seeing that. I was literally just about to bring that up because I just saw it. Fascinating.
I love seeing people on my timeline who aren't Kraken fans, but are like more like just like analytics, like analytic driven and whatnot, and like focus just on that. And they're all saying Riker Evans, watch out for him. And I'm like,
Yeah.
watch out for him.
Yep, I agree.
If only there was like a YouTube video one could watch that talked about his time in the minor hockey. That'd be pretty neat hearing about his time playing.
Be pretty cool. Wouldn't it?
WHL.
Little plug there.
First person perspective of someone that watched them. Oh wait, that's on our YouTube, which hopefully if people are watching right now,
is?
they can
No
click.
Wow.
They can click on our profile
Cool.
and look at the Prairie Prospects.
Wow.
And if you're here right now and you haven't subscribed, click that like button, subscribe, ring that bell, because we are on for all the games. Well, not all the games, but a good portion of the games. And
we're on for all the games that we're on for.
Yeah.
What luck that that's on our YouTube channel.
What are the odds?
Hell yeah.
I don't know. Eric's not here to flip a coin outside.
But we don't know the odds.
54%.
And I'm not going to go outside right now, so I can't flip a coin.
No, it's raining. It's gone down 25%.
Someone replied to one of our tweets with you're telling me there's a chance gif, and I just went
No, I don't want I never want to see that again. Never. That like tiny little sliver. I was like
That like I remember at one point it was like at 0.0 or it was like 0.8% chance to make the playoffs, and I'm like, there's a chance. I'm like, we would have to win every single game, and one of the teams would have to lose every single game, and we still might not make it.
Yeah.
Like you
No.
have a better chance of getting struck by lightning than the Seattle Kraken making the playoffs, and you're like, There's Derek with the coin being like, hit me. Like, it's not happening. They're gonna make the playoffs.
Ugh, no. Terrible.
But yeah, no, I was looking at the standings, and I know it's early, but I'm like feeling confident, feeling good.
Yeah. I mean,
So,
we've seen worse.
mm, yeah. Even watching the Jared McCann like century of goals,
Mhm.
going through those games and like listening to some of the voices like in the commentary being like, Blackwell has the puck, and you're like, oh,
Oh, I know.
Blackwell, or
It's
like,
what?
and you're like, oh, I forgot about Blackwell, or Susie. I'm like,
Blackwell,
okay,
Donskoy.
yeah. Who was it? The name's escaping me. I'm gonna think about it like halfway through the second or third period. I'm like, oh, yeah, him. Oh, it's gonna drive me nuts. Yeah, it's not coming to me. But like some of the names just popped up. Oh,
Mhm.
Riley Sheehan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I forgot
Yeah, I
about him.
forgot about him. I think he'd retired,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I think
That's
I
like
just
sort of
saw or
recently.
heard that he just retired. Or he's
Yeah.
retiring.
Yep.
I'm starting to put together the notes for Sunday. And one of the sound table topics is going to be Kraken legend Vitek Vanacek having his name spelled wrong.
Could you imagine?
Kraken,
You're like,
Kraken for what, 24 hours? He was
I
announced
don't
in the
even think it was
draft.
24 hours.
If
It was,
that.
I think it was less.
It was maybe 18.
Yep.
Maybe.
Didn't get to
It's a
play
little
games.
more than 12, but it wasn't 24.
Yeah. Considering that the franchise has been around for 4 seasons, the amount of goaltenders we've actually had in our like play or like
Mhm.
be a part of like the franchise is kind of crazy.
You know who I miss though? Magnus Hellberg.
Those pads.
Those pads, man.
Criminal that he never got to use them with
I know,
with the Kraken.
He was also enormous. Like
Wasn't he?
so big.
Yeah, wasn't he like 6'8" or something like that?
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
huge.
huge. Like, do you remember that one picture of like Gru standing in front of him or behind him or something?
And it's just like
like the funniest picture. Yeah, so funny.
I tried to screenshot Coach Jess, but it didn't.
just let her draw up all the plays and we'll get a goal. Like seriously.
I mean, Coach Campbell coming through every time.
Except for that one time when you tweeted it out and we immediately got scored on.
Well, yeah. I was like, oh, delete.
You're like, what's she drawing up? And you're like, it didn't work.
Oh, never mind. Delete. Whoops.
She had the clipboard upside down.
Yeah, that was just one time though.
It's one time. That was like the first game.
You know what I am loving though? This is related to Coach Campbell, but
Related to Coach Campbell, but not related to Coach Campbell.
It is 100% related, okay? I appreciate people on X in particular that when somebody will be like, oh, Jess was doing this, or just using very casual, people will be like, can you please call her Coach Campbell or Coach Jess, or can you please be respectful because it's rude. So I appreciate that. Not that it's just me going around, but
yeah. So I just shared one of the greatest little conversations
oh my god,
between
that was the best.
Paul Bisonette and Bowie today
that
occurred on Twitter. I just shared the little bit of the conversation that occurred in our chat, just to have a good laugh at it.
Oh, this was today?
Yeah. So Biznassi or Paul Bisonette goes, "You're a coward, just like your old man, Bowie." And Bowie responds with, "Is yours back with the milk yet?"
Oh man.
But then Paul responded
yeah
with "F you, bitch," And it's like someone's like, "Oh, that one hit a little close to home, I think."
I love
Someone
that,
replied, "Do you
like,
ever get sick of being owned by a mascot? It's got to get tiring." Don't start fights you can't finish. This is the best Twitter exchange I've ever witnessed. Biz tweeting from the
is tweeting from
afterlife.
the afterlife.
That was great. I love Rob.
The two of
That's
them,
so funny.
You're not saying that to his face, though.
the fact that there's a rivalry between him and a mascot might be the best
So
thing
good.
ever. Like, and it's gone on for like how many, like since Bowie's become
Since
a mascot,
yep, yes.
it's continued.
Yep. The day Bowie was announced was when Paul went on his
It was just like, what
like,
is this
tyrant of hating
abomination?
him.
And it was like,
Mhm.
game time, let's go.
Yep. Don't troll
Paul's-
the best troll.
Paul's gonna be like 75 and Bowie the 13th, because it's gonna be like the 13th Bowie is gonna be like, game time? He's gonna be like, no, I can't. I'm like, yeah, game time.
Game time, sorry.
12 shots for the Kraken compared to the 6 for the Jets.
Yeah.
Pretty happy with this.
Yeah, this is a nice, it's a better start than I anticipated.
Yeah,
I was nervous.
I'll admit I was nervous too, especially with it's the Jets.
Yeah.
So
And after last game too. That made me nervous.
Yeah.
But I like line switch ups. I think that there's something to that,
Keep
you
it
know.
fresh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It works until it doesn't work, right? Like the line works until it doesn't. Then you have to be flexible.
And that's what I've really liked with how he's, how Dan's gone around with all this. Like he's coaching the same way he coached in Coachella. Like if something
100%.
didn't work, he changed it. If something stayed the same, he kept it. Like, and I'm pretty sure like down the line, if Grubauer or Joey are on an absolute heater, he's gonna keep playing them. Like I think right now it's more of like this is working. The back and forth is working. But like if Joey has an off night to a point where you're like, okay, Grubauer is going to start the next game, and then he has a great night, then maybe they go back to Gru. But like if this is working, this is this is a great way to get 41 games out of the two of them.
Yeah.
And I think Grubauer's always done better with as a tandem or as as a backup. So like this could benefit both goaltenders.
Yeah. I also feel more confident that he'll play the goalie that's on a tear without burning them out. Also, I think I feel more confident about that just from how from how he did that in Coachella. I feel good about that.
Well, with last year, I think it was Joey at one point had like a 928 save percentage, and then Hackstall just ran him into the ground, and then just fell apart. But it was because he was playing every game for like 4 weeks straight, and you're like, just play Drieger. Like Drieger's up, play him.
Yeah.
So
yep. Same with Martin Jones. They did the same thing with Martin Jones.
Yeah.
Same thing. It was terrible.
Except for Martin Jones' save percentage was like horrible.
And they still, but he had that one stretch. You remember the one stretch? And then he played him until he just like fell apart, basically.
Literally saw like pieces of his knees on the ice. You're like, he's broken.
Yes.
And it's like, we're winning. Let's keep playing. You're like, no,
no,
stop.
He needs a break.
It's like the Tin Man. You're like, just give him oil. Give him oil. What are you doing? That's the one thing. I could never be a goaltender. Like my knees hurt already. Like, could you imagine like some of the saves they make? Just insane.
Oh yeah.
I go to like pick up a fork I dropped on the ground and pull my groin, and they're doing like inverted splits and headstands.
I'm gonna say since Matty got that goal, he's looking very confident, very dangerous, both on the offense in the offensive zone and in the defensive zone.
Yeah, he needed that.
Hey, we got out of the period without giving one up with 10 seconds left to go.
We did. Amazing.
30 seconds behind you because I'm still
Ooh.
watching it. But I'm glad they got out of the first period.
Yes, they did. It's still 1-0. All is well.
I will take it. I will take it.
Mhm.
But no, that's a good period. Like I said, I don't think any
Yeah.
of us really expected that to start the first.
Nope. I'm not sad with that.
Yeah. And they didn't give a goal up in the, like I said, last 10 seconds. Like that's positive.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
how many times has that happened?
Too many. Just too many in general. Yeah, I keep going back. I keep running it back to see the videos of Maddie celebrating, and like he just really, really, really needed that goal. I think.
Oh, I remember. Was it last season or the season before? Like he was in a slump and he scored a goal, and he did like took the metaphorical monkey off of his back in its
Yeah.
celebration because he just shook it off.
Yeah, he needed it. Yep. Not a bad period. I mean, not perfect, but not a bad period. I'll take it.
Go into the second with a lead. You know, Joey's been pretty strong, and yeah,
Joey
like there's
looks
things
great.
there's things that they need to fix up, but like overall, like they're playing
Yep.
solid hockey. They definitely need to work on, getting the puck out of their end a little bit smoother. But other
Yeah.
than that, that's been a criticism that I've been looking at for the entire season so far. Like that's been their biggest negative, I would say, is
Yeah.
not getting the puck out.
Yep, I agree. There was a little bit more net front presence, though. Not gonna lie.
There was indeed.
What are you talking about? We don't have any net for presence ever.
Never.
Pal.
Call me pal.
Don't call me
buddy.
pal, buddy. I'm not your buddy, friend.
Okay, I'm gonna be right back. You guys can chat in Canadian or whatever you do.
So how's it going, eh?
How's that? When's the last time you had a poutine?
Oh, just a couple days ago, I was out for a rip, eh, bud?
I already hate this.
No, it's terrible. Can't keep doing this. Actually, it was funny with my job. I was speaking to somebody and they're like, "How's it going, eh?" And I'm like, "Oh man." I'm like, "You literally took the Canadian stereotype and went with it and like just made it your personality." And like everything they said was like a typical Canadian stereotype to a point where they're like, "Oh yeah, you going out for a rip, right, bud?" I'm like, "No. No, I am not. This is not happening. We are not doing this."
I'm doing the opposite, in fact.
Like, I refuse to talk like this. But
Okay, a big win through that first period. We have lost a whopping total of 23 frames on stream. So whatever was wrong last time is fixed tonight.
that doesn't make any sense.
Silky.
It's crazy.
That. When does the Lulu stuff come out?
It drops on the 29th, but I believe that's only in store in New York.
Well, it said at like a store and on lids.
Yeah, is it also online?
Well, it said on lids, and I assume that lids would include online.
I don't even know anymore. All I know is that everyone's gonna either look at it and say, "What is this?" or be like, "I will buy 30 of these."
Yeah.
So it's one or the other. I don't know why. It's Lululemon, so Lululemon's usually clutch. I hope. So, if the Canadian Olympic team can wear it, then I think I trust it.
You trust it.
I hope.
I like Lululemon. I'm just was worried about the fanatics part of it. That's all.
Seriously, it's like, hey, look.
Maybe it's only fanatics in that they lend them the rights to the logos.
That might be it.
All the rest is Lulu.
Yeah.
Could you imagine like it's Lulu like lemon products, and then it's just like Fanatics just slaps on the Seattle crest, but it's like ironed on. You're like, no, no, no,
Oh.
no, 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 no.
Penguins
Yeah.
had it. Yeah, there's only 11 teams, right, to start.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The fact that Seattle actually managed to be one of those teams, I was actually shocked by that.
It's for all those people hiking Mount Rainier and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Activewear.
Just buys the
Yeah.
sweatpants and the sweatshirt. You're like, yeah, gonna go hiking.
We're gonna go hiking
Hiking.
Mount Rainier
Hiking
all the way up.
Hiking Mount Rainier is what I call my fridge.
But yeah, no, honestly, I'll be. They haven't really released the amount of stuff that's coming out, so like, I'm always curious to see like how many pieces of like they drop, because like I don't think it's just gonna be one or two pieces. It's probably gonna be a wide range of options. So
Yes.
looking forward to that. So, but it's kind of like Filson. When Filson drops something really nice, I'm like, ooh,
I
this
know.
is
I love
nice.
the Filson stuff so much.
It's so expensive.
It is.
Do you want this hat? Yes, it's $300. You're like, why? It's like it's carved from the rocks. And you're like, but it's mesh. I'm like, yeah, like, okay.
So what?
Mesh rocks.
It's a really hard hat. It doesn't make sense. I love how Canner last game, when they asked him that, when they were like, oh, you scored your 100th goal. How do you feel? He goes, well, we didn't win.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Like,
just like, we didn't win. I'm not happy.
Yeah,
like
so
great, but
right now TSN's doing this thing with Jets players where they have a sign that's like, a team with the player you dislike most in the league. Jets players are putting logo.
mhm.
I'm very curious who's.
They're not saying the player, right? They're just saying the
Just
team.
the team logo.
Mm.
Like
Anybody say the Kraken yet?
No, surely ours would be like Calgary.
Calgary.
Popsicle.
I liked all the very wide range of people in their position on Cale Makar booing that still happens. Like the people that are like, get over it. It was like an accident. He did his time. And people are like, no, this is what sports is about. This is fun. And like we were doing it not to boo him, but to piss off the Colorado people.
That's exactly why at this point. And you know what? I have to say I love the fans' commitment, because do you know how much attention they're actually now paying to the ice because they have to see when number 8.
Yeah.
In fact, do I know any other number of player, like for any player else on like the Avalanche? I don't think so, but let me tell you, I know Cale Makar is number 8 because we hate number 8.
Yeah.
Period.
But like, I also understand like the other side of things, because like Eberle the next game knocked out Andrew Cogliano,
Totally.
and like everyone was like, boo. So like
You know
the
what?
fact that like they
They should
trade
keep
off.
booing then. If
Yeah,
they
they
want to
trade
boo
off.
Eberle, go for it.
Show some
Do it. We're
commitment
not
and
stopping you.
backbone.
Yeah, exactly. Show some commitment.
Yeah. Well, especially with like last season, like where some of the games at the CPA were just like it was like a morgue.
Yeah.
You're like, is a hockey game being played, or like
yes.
The game that I
Or
went
is
to was a Colorado game, and Lacey's like, why are they booing that man? Like, he is a bad person and we hate him. Pretend he is from Winnipeg.
I mean, it did give us something to do when times were tough.
I honestly believe if Makar didn't injure Canner in that play, we probably would have beaten the Stars in the next series, because Canner did Canner come back?
Yep.
Yeah.
But he wasn't the same.
He wasn't lights out.
Yeah.
No, I agree
And
with
he
you.
was-
It was so close there with the Stars that
But then,
So-
because he got hurt, got one of the greatest Kraken highlights of all time, which is whiny Nathan McKinnon, resulting in Hart's scoring in his first ever NHL game.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I just say that Karche, like when Karche came into the league in the postseason, like in the playoffs,
Yeah.
like unbelievable. Like I remember when he like came up, and I'm like, who the heck is Ty Karche? I'm like on Google, like, who is this kid? Like, oh, he's from Kingston, cool. And then by the end of the playoffs, I'm like, he's a Kraken.
Yeah.
like he's a Kraken next season, and if he's
Yeah.
not, I'm gonna riot.
Oh yeah. Yeah, what a call up.
Yeah, I will say, like, I know some people are critical about like our depth, like in the AHL, but like the more I look at it now, like because I pay attention to Coachella more than I have over the last couple of years, like there's a lot of depth in like forward wise. Like defense, we definitely need to build it up.
Yeah.
Like Cale Fleury, I like the guy, but like him as your seventh D option is kind of worrisome. So I think hopefully like the coming this coming draft we focus more heavy on defense because like our forward depth is just silly at this point.
I mean, I thought that's what they were going to do this time.
Well, like, you know, Berkeley Canton, I have no problem with them picking up. Like at the time I was like, what kind of a pick is this? And now that, you know, we've had him, I'm like, no, this was the right pick. But like at the same time, I'm like Canton could possibly crack the lineup next season. Like I wouldn't be shocked. He's good enough.
He is,
like weight wise, he might need to gain some, but like that's where you could see like someone like Furcus or Winterton get like a full chance to do so.
Yeah, I agree. And it's not like we haven't had players, you know, on the Kraken that also needed to gain weight, like Matty Beniers.
Yeah.
You know, they're willing to take a chance if their hockey IQ is high enough, and I feel like Berkeley's is.
Yeah. Could you imagine if like Riker Evans was like an extra 20 pounds of like muscle?
No, I can't.
Damn him being celiac.
Yes, but no. Yeah.
Can't load on all those carbs. For a living. I also would imagine if like Matty Beniers like turned into like Jamie Olesiak, like height wise and weight wise. Like I don't know if that's even it's not possible because he can't grow. But like, could you imagine just like Matty Beniers, 6'7", 255 pounds, skating full blast to like into Connor Hellebuck? I'd be like, sign this man to 100 years, give him the keys to the city, do whatever you want to do.
He's magic.
I can't wait to watch this later, but Sound of Hockey tweeted, as the game heads to intermission, here's 90 seconds of comedy with John Forslund and Eddie Olczyk. So I'm just imagine that it's
they're on one
ridiculous.
Tonight. They're on one tonight. I only have captions on because I don't want to like have the sound come through, but they're definitely on some tangents. It's delightful. It's one of my favorite parts of our hockey games, though, is those two just
giggling away.
Going, you know, we go off the rails, they go really off the rails. The best.
Some of it's fantastic because like they'll be just like talking and then they'll be like, oh, you know what happened like 13 years ago when we were at a local Starbucks? What happened? You're like, well, and then all of a sudden it turns into like something absolutely absurd and they're like, oh, and by the way, Shane Wright has the puck in the defensive zone. And there's like Olczyk just laughing in the background. You're like, what just happened? Like, I don't know what happened.
Have the broadcast with them when Eddie was talking about this like 48 ounce steak that he had like somewhere. I can't remember where now, but he was telling JT, he's like, next time you're there, you got to try it. And then he's like, never mind, that place closed. But he was going on and on about. But here's the thing. He said this 48 ounce steak or whatever. I think it was 48 ounces, which is huge, right? He said he had it well done. And I'm like, did that take like 5 hours to cook? Because like
dude's arms are jacked after sawing through that.
I know. I was like, it was like one of the funniest things this season so far.
It wouldn't shock me in those types of situations if they just walk up to you and they're like, here's your fork and here's your axe. Right. Like, what? Be like, well, it's going to take you a while to cut it, so you just hack away at it.
Exactly. I was like, oh my God.
Well done.
Oh man, they just showed the highlight of Schwartz laying that dude out, and I just love that.
Oh, it was a nice hit. It was nice. Schwartz doesn't do that very often.
Shoulder right in his chest.
That's shocking for Schwartz because
he doesn't.
He's normally on the other end of those because he's been injured over the last couple of seasons with those types of hits. So
our volleyball playoffs in a couple weeks are at the school that Schwartz went to hockey. I'm just hoping that there's something in the hallway. Super cool athletes who went to the school. not a big amount, but
I had one person go to my high school that made the NHL, and I'm not proud of it.
Oh no.
oh no.
Sean Avery.
Mm, yeah.
Like
Not great.
No. Like
I don't know if we had like athletes come from our school, but we definitely had like actors like Freddie Prinze Jr. and stuff. They they all went to my high school.
do we have anybody? No, like we had nobody special. Like
Some reason
nobody
we
had
got
ever...
actors in New Mexico. I don't know why. Odd location. Whatever.
We have
Neil Patrick Harris is another one.
Tatiana
Legendary.
Maslany. She's from Regina. Black and Shulk and all.
From Regina, you mean?
No, I don't mean
As
that.
Google?
No, Google is wrong. Stupid robot. Trying to tell me that I changed proper pronunciation. Place where I live.
But Google knows everything.
Not.
Yeah, there's not many people from my hometown that became famous because I don't know any of them.
Just wait till you land on whatever list you're looking.
Yeah, I got nobody.
Podcast Dynasty. The next Joe Rogan,
but
just less like, problematic.
Neil Patrick Harris is our big one. Demi Lovato also.
Mm-hmm.
We have some cool ones. Like I said, Freddie Prinze Jr. The Unsers, like the Indy 500 guys.
Okay.
I don't know anything about that, but I know they came from there too.
The only type of racing I watch is F1. Like when someone's like, "Do you watch NASCAR?" I'm like,
"Yeah."
No.
I don't watch any of it. I don't understand. I don't get the appeal, but I know people do. It's cool. I think it's cool. I just haven't been
Honestly,
into it.
if you asked me 5 years ago, would you watch this?
I'd
I'd be
been
like,
like,
nah.
no.
And then I watched the Drive to Survive on Netflix. I'm like, oh, this is interesting. And then I watched the race, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I need to watch this.
Now you get it.
And then my wife got into it, and then my son will be like, car.
Oh god.
And like
now it's a thing.
Now it's a thing. Now it's just like if cars are on, then like cars are on. Like
yeah.
It's the only type of TV the kid watches, and he's like, cars. Let's do this.
Hey, could be worse.
Could be worse. Could be Baby Shark or something.
Bluey.
No.
Bluey apparently slaps, from what I've heard.
It does. It's pretty good, actually.
Bluey's pretty good. I've seen some myself from my nieces.
Yeah.
Not bad.
It's one of those shows where you're like, it's for the kids, and then you're like, I've watched 6 episodes, and the kid's
It's gone.
Why?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
okay,
Kid's gone upstairs, but
I'm emotionally invested, and I'm crying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Seahawks legend John Ryan is from Regina.
Nice.
I think that was something you've shared before. Get it, somebody new.
Leslie Nielsen.
Legend.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Legend.
That's a good one.
Mark McMorris.
Serious.
X Games.
I'm serious, and don't call me Shirley.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't make those movies like they. Oh.
Yeah, that one. That's pretty great.
All right, period 2
is about to drop here.
Let's go, Stevie.
I'm gonna be a couple minutes before that happens. Considering I have a couple seconds delay, I will be right back.
Okay.
Clearly, I have nothing to say to you.
Apparently, only a little hurt. All you do is make fun of me, so you must.
That well is ever deep, my friend.
Oh.
Maddie looks totally different now.
Yep. Woke up.
Mm-hmm. Either woke up or just like was able to breathe a sigh of relief.
Alex. Oh my god, there's a goalie fight right now.
Goalie goal. It
Oh,
happened.
can you imagine? It happened in the opening minutes of the second period.
Part of the second. My prediction has come true.
A super weird bounce.
Their center, no one touched it. Weird. Was oven mitt goalie oven mitt night.
I've
at
seen a few pictures.
CPA.
A little
Yeah.
jealous. Curious what those are gonna go for on eBay in the morning.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous that people do that.
Some on there.
I know you guys were plotting to trick me. I
What
had
are
my
you
headphones
talking
on the
about?
entire time.
Okay, I can get one for $38.
Hmm.
Not bad.
So when I go to a game and there's a giveaway, we get 2, right? I don't need to, Brandon Tana bobbleheads. So I just like usually someone said I really want that.
Oh,
I just
Joey,
give it to
holy
them.
shit.
Just
Sorry.
Joey had a
That's my
amazing
swear
save.
jar.
I just like either give or send it to them because like why would I'm not gonna sell that. I don't get it.
I'm really particular when it comes to like a giveaway. Like I was like, oh, I'll check the Vince Dunn prices, and then like
Yeah.
Matt was like, it's $70. I'm like, that's insane for a bobblehead.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't get it. I just
Is the oven mitt worth $37.50?
no. But well, whatever. If you think
Like
it is,
how much does an oven mitt go nowadays?
I don't know.
it can't be anywhere near that. But I don't know.
But like looking at the other ones, so
in Canada,
that one is
maybe okay.
$37. Yeah, you gotta
Mhm.
remember this is all being shipped to Canada, so that's why it gets
Okay, fine. Mhm.
This one's $81. This one's $77. This one
Wait, we're talking about the oven mitt.
oven mitt that people are selling
Oh
on
my-
eBay. Posted on eBay.
Oh my god, $80. Don't spend $80
$79.
on it, please.
No, but that's why when I saw this one, it's like only $37. I'm like, that's gonna get rinsed.
But do you cook?
God no. Hang on my wall. Talk me out. Spend it on hockey cards instead.
Sorry, not sorry. You really need the oven mitt. I mean, usually I'm a shopping enabler. I just don't see the appeal of spending $40 plus on a oven mitt.
honestly, the things that like, if I had I can't rationalize being like, I need an oven mitt so bad because it has the Seattle Kraken logo on it that I'm willing to spend $40 for it.
Sadness.
Very sad.
Joey's arguing apparently.
Yeah, Joey.
I'll see it soon, but apparently this is sadness.
It is sadness.
Did he get like run over? Because I still haven't seen it.
No,
He kind of like boxed him out. The crease.
Yeah.
He was skating through the crease behind him. His legs got in the way of his stick. Like he tried to swipe it with his stick and hit him in the shins.
Are they challenging it or?
Well, I'm wondering if they will, just because Winnipeg's like in the net.
And they can't be in the net. Like they can't be in the crease.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Let's see.
I don't think they can do that.
They're gonna review it. They're gonna review it.
The new rule has really been like, they've been really adamant that like no body part can be in the crease.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. Let's see.
And it looks like he kicked it. Like I would call that back.
Will they? I'm thinking no.
I just hope that if they're gonna challenge it, or are they not?
Nope. Nope.
They're not
That's
gonna.
just is what it is. Yeah, the ref went over and talked to Coach Dan.
Honestly, the
Not
way I
enough to
look at it
make it.
though,
No.
well, like if you challenge it and then it turns out to be like a goal, then you get
Yeah.
a penalty, which is
Yep.
still the stupidest rule.
I agree.
Like it's dumb, but like
Yeah.
yeah.
I think it's a good non-challenge for this point in the game, you know, like
But that like it looked like he like cradled it and then like dropped to his feet to kick it in.
yeah.
I don't know. That seems like a poor call by the officials.
Yeah, I don't like the call either. Stupid goal.
The fact that the NHL is tweeting about Joey Decorte again.
Oh, NHL tweeting about us in a positive way. Amazing.
Again. 2 games in a row, or oh no,
yeah.
no, they didn't last
No,
game.
not
Never
last
mind.
game. There was no.
There's nothing to really talk
you know
about.
what? Actually, they did. Why? Because Canner hit his
Canner got
100th goal
100.
as a Kraken. So
Good point. Yeah. Wow.
so
Positives.
3 games in a row, maybe.
Color me shocked.
Okay. Amazing.
Well, it's been 15 minutes and we haven't got a shot on goal. I think we've only had 1 shot. Okay, there it is right there.
Just one.
Just uno.
Uno.
Uno, dos. That was
Dia de los Muertos.
oh, we're not gonna
Dia de los Muertos.
I'm like, this is very Canadian. But good
Yeah.
try.
I want that jersey.
For the jersey's so nice. That game's tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
That jersey's so nice. I'm checking the auction. You know I am. I won't buy it, but I'm gonna check the auction anyway.
They honestly should release the jerseys though. Just like if you want to buy one, like
do you know how many people would buy that jersey? Like they'd make so much money.
they should. That's the thing. Like even if the cost was $250 a jersey, people would pay the money.
Yeah.
Because like it hits everything, and the fact that they wear it for the game.
Nice. It's so nice.
Yeah. And I love the AHL because the AHL will actually wear these jerseys during the game.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure of it. Whereas like
I thought I saw it was only
NHL,
in
they were like
it might just be warm-ups, but even still, that's more than what we get to do these days in the NHL.
Okay, we need to get back in. S is for Seattle, S is for Superman. Happen.
I'm just here for the one-liners. That's all I'm here for.
I mean, I'm surprised we got that right, considering our spelling problems.
Could you imagine if, like, I don't know, like, I didn't use Superman as the actual, like, it's like, S is for, like, Canner. And you're like, no.
S is for SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
That S on his chest doesn't stand for Seattle. It stands for Batman. What?
Would have been good.
It stands for
Justice.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
It starts with an S, but it doesn't have an S on there, buddy. Good try, though.
Good try,
that
pal.
went downhill so
Way to go,
quickly.
pal.
That's another shirt. It just says "pal" in all lowercase letters with a period at the end.
There should just be a shirt that says pathetic.
I know. Actually, that would be nice. Like that. You know what, though? For real, when we get our logo back, we do need to make gear for just us to wear, because I think everyone's gonna dig it so much. Those of you that are watching, just wait.
Brendan is just going like, wait, what?
Oh, and you know what else? You guys have to listen to our next podcast because we have the sickest intro song you've ever heard in your entire life.
Yep.
You are going to die.
Lots of things are happening over here at BTW.
Legit.
Into a legit operation.
Silly, but legit.
We are serious. I'm serious. Do
So
not call me
serious.
Shirley.
Yes, we have
Still
a
funny.
Wait,
new BTW specific intro song. The one I was using on the podcast was just some royalty free
Yeah.
EDM
Brendan,
song.
just wait. It's so good. It's not new yet, but it will be on the next pod.
It's new to us.
Yeah.
it's gonna make you want to run through a brick wall.
Really. And you're gonna be singing it all day long.
Yeah. You're gonna want to rebuild the wall just so you could run through it again.
Oh, Oregon with a nice takedown.
Can't wait to see it.
Bill.
What a great nickname.
John Forsland like doesn't miss on these, you know? Like
No, like he's always on it.
Pepper pot too. Still perfect.
Oh, baby,
Oh,
that was
yes!
beautiful.
God, that was nice. Amazing.
That was like NHL 25 level like pass setup.
So good. Play it back.
I was worried there that it was like a pass too many.
Okay,
You
so
wanna
I
let me- you
like
wanna let me
literally
know?
was holding my breath for those like 5 seconds. I was like,
Oh,
I hate this. I hate this so much.
it's okay because now you get to watch it and it's new. Oh, man, that's nice.
they got some whiny hands up saying that Yanni got in the way. But...
Let's see. Well, if he's in the way, so is the Jets
I think they're
player.
challenging.
See, this is
He
why I
looked
have a
above the
problem.
crease.
I have a problem. Let me.
Challenge.
I think that's fine. Like
I
Gord
know
was
that's what.
outside.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
This one looked fine to me. The other one did not. But
if Hellebuck is outside of his crease, that's his fault. But he's inside of the blue paint, so it's gonna get called back.
Yeah, they're gonna call it back, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. 100%.
Kicks into his foot.
Yeah. Damn it.
He still would not have
definitely...
gotten stretched out far enough to block that.
F no. Almost used my one. I didn't though. Saving it.
It's called back.
I almost.
Brendan would also buy a pathetic BTW shirt. So it's just gonna say pathetic period on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Black shirt, white text.
I like that.
Oh, here comes the call.
Got called back?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yes. You know what though? It was still really nice. I know it doesn't count, but man, that was nice. Just go down and do it again.
Yeah, same thing.
It's not that hard, right?
Just figure it out, boys. Figure it out. So, what is goalie interference?
Oh, come on. We don't know. No one knows. Question of the century, really.
Yeah, I don't know anymore.
That's what, when it happens, I can't even like say, oh, definitely, because every time I'm wrong.
There's two things in hockey that will never make sense. It's what is goalie interference,
and how do you skate backwards? I don't understand it.
There's two things. I'm really passionate about them. Let me tell you about it. It's goal interference and I don't know.
I had both of them in my mind, and I was like, I'm passionate about this. First when I got it off, and then I was like, yeah, I'm so passionate. And then my brain went, oh, what is the second one?
Correct, that's unfortunate.
Oh, no.
I really wanted to know also.
So, like, if we would have challenged, would ours maybe have been overturned because it got in the way of him swinging his stick?
Maybe.
Maybe. The second one, because finally remembered it. What is a suspendable like hit? And like how many games does it like if you hit somebody and they're like, that's 3 games, you're like, okay, they're like, that makes sense. And then the same guy, then another player does the same exact thing and they'll be like, it's no penalty.
Cool. Like, they're basically like, cool.
Like, okay, like,
yeah.
So he just hacksaw ridge like this buddy's head off, and the next guy does it, and they're like, yeah, 17 games. What about this guy? Never done it before.
It's good.
5,000.
Yeah, I know. It is. That is a mystery. You're right.
Yeah. I'm sorry, it took me a couple minutes to figure out what the second piece that I was passionate about was, but
hey, but you remembered. That's what matters.
Yeah, but you know that Matt has locked down the time of that because you saw my brain go from passionate to
is there a brain in here?
Oh, my brain definitely forgot, like the way that my brain just shut everything off. There's a brief moment of panic being like, oh no, this is being recorded. This is not good. Sure enough, I forgot.
Oh yeah, the Kraken account said they won with quotes with their challenge.
Hey, we just need to do the same thing but better.
But no, it was a beautiful sequence.
Ugh, it was so nice. I'm sad for them that it didn't end up being a goal because it was so nice.
I always get worried with these types of situations because like a goal like that will like inflate, but when a goal gets called back, it can really deflate.
Especially this team.
Yeah.
I worry particularly
It's
about
kind of
this
what
team.
we do.
Yeah. But I want it to be different, so I'm going to hold on to hope.
Positive vibes. Positive vibes.
Yeah. They're not going to let it deflate them. Nope.
Oh, that then did he trip there? Or did Schwartz trip there, or did he just fall?
Just falling.
I think he just kind of, I don't know. Our players end up falling a lot.
Bad ice.
Because Derek's not really there to shovel it.
Exactly.
That's the reason.
I do miss being at a game and yelling at Derek.
Derek, you missed a spot.
I used to like sit there and we'd yell, Derek, really loud. I'd be like, did you hear us yelling? He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I think I did. I think he was just
getting way too in my head.
We tried to yell.
Every time I'd go out on the ice, I'd be like, they're watching me. They're all watching me. And then I'd be the one that would trip. Like I would totally be way in my head. Like shovel goes into my stomach, like knock the wind out of me type pain.
Jenny K, I know that name.
Jenny has entered the chat.
Finally off in time to watch tonight. Appreciate you coming by.
Nice.
We're gonna score right now because you're here.
I will see.
Just about.
We really tried to.
And it was almost Maddie.
Yeah. Tried really hard.
Jenny, I saw on Twitter you were hoping for the Maddie goal, so that seemed like that worked out too. So all the positive vibes.
Brendan, no, Derek is not doing Ice Crew this year.
It's full-time under contract to us. It'd be a conflict of interest.
Wow.
Who would read our BTW SEAs?
Yeah, seriously.
That was close.
It was. Almost an Alexiak goal, too, on top of it. Would have been something.
That's wild. For the one
Love
person
Jamie
that
Alexiak. We do.
Yeah. Whoever that person that puts like $2.50 down every Kraken game for a Jamie Alexiak goal, he must go absolutely ballistic when he actually scores.
For real.
I got $8 back. I spent like 600, but it worked. Can I also say that the like the masks for both Grubauer and for Decord this season are like next level, like absolute next level.
Agreed. That's always one of my favorite things is seeing their pads and their masks. Like that's so fun to me.
Going to Vegas tonight to watch the Senators and see Allmark and net. That is exciting. That is an exciting game.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Hellebuck's numbers are insane right now. 948 save percentage and a 180 goals against is like
yeah,
ridiculous.
It's like otherworldly.
Get some more shots on net. We are definitely lacking. I thought we were a second period team.
We were until that goal got called.
We were like 1-2 games.
Oh, no call on
maybe.
Schwartz there. I think
it was way too early to call us a second period game. I hate to be that person, but
yeah, we just got excited.
We did, and it's okay.
2 good games.
We had to hold on to hope somehow, right? Like it's totally fine.
Oh, 100%, especially with how like things went last year. We're like, oh, positive, find something positive.
Yeah. Come out in the second period strong. Great. We're a second period team now. Do it again. Okay, great. Now we really are. Never again. No. In fact, last game, like first period was pretty good. It was pretty strong. Second period, they fell apart. So I don't know.
I'm not gonna jinx this, but they've been doing really well defensively tonight.
They have. I've been holding my tongue because there's a lot of this, and I'm worried I'm gonna jinx all of it.
You're worried. I'm worried. I'm 30 seconds behind.
That's generous.
I'm scared. I'm gonna be like, I can't wait to be like, man, they're really playing great, and then like 2 seconds later, just gonna see you and Matt look up at me and be like,
right now we all agree.
Okay.
We've got some commercial break right now. All is well.
Yep. Same. I'm watching a Sensodyne commercial. So
watching, I don't know what this is. Okay, in Canada, do you guys get the PayPal commercial that has Will Ferrell in it?
No.
Oh. It is the most annoying commercial I have ever heard. And now it's a commercial in some of my podcasts and he sings and it is terrible. And I was like, if I hear that commercial one more time, I'm going to lose my mind. It is awful. It's like about a PayPal debit card or something. It is the worst thing I've ever heard.
Nothing beats the Cash Man. It's a very, it's a local Toronto ad, and it's about a man who, he's the Cash Man. He gives you money for your gold. Oh yeah.
Oh, please tell me that's like a song.
It is. He sings the song. It is. I gotta find it, and I'll send it in our little.
Well, good. I'm gonna send the PayPal one to you guys because you need to have it in your head too, because it is the worst thing ever.
It is. Yeah. No. The Cash Man.
Listen to the Cash Man. Listen to the PayPal one. Then listen to our new intro song.
Just cleanse the palate
out of your head. Yeah, palate cleanser right there. That's gonna be my palate cleanser forevermore.
I was gonna send a video of me like vibing out to it while brushing my teeth this morning, but I'm like, this turned out way too suggestive for 7 o'clock in the morning.
Please,
we're gonna just instead do it in text form. Feeding the cats, play the song. Tying my shoes, play the song.
Yes. Also, I listened to it in many different like facets. I was like, I'm gonna listen to it on nice speakers. I'm gonna listen to it on crappy speakers. I'm gonna listen to it in my earpods. Just make sure it sounds good in all the places.
You can play it on a boat. You can play it with a goat. You can play it on the stairs.
Can confirm it sounds great everywhere.
I will. No, I'm not going to try to rhyme it. Never mind. But no, I did send the commercial in our little chat so you could witness the chaos that is Toronto commercials.
Oh well, I'll be sure to watch that after the game.
Lucky skip there.
It's only like 30 or 40 seconds, so it's not too bad. But it's not. It's definitely. I don't even know if it's not as bad as don't you put it in your mouth. But like that's pretty bad.
You know what's really bad is I can still hear that stupid ass song.
No, it's not bad. The House Hippo.
Yeah, come on, House Hippo.
It would be cute.
We always still to this day I want a House Hippo.
That's fair.
Like, yeah. And then when I was young enough that I found out that like when I got old enough, not young enough, old enough, when they were like, yeah, these things are fake. Don't believe everything you see on TV. I was like, they lied to me. For years, they lied to me. Like, this is ridiculous.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Like, how dare they? How dare they?
Couple good chances in that stint there.
Yeah, I haven't got there yet. I just saw the icing. So
No, they're putting some pressure on the Jets, which is nice. Spending a little bit more time in their zone. I appreciate that. They can keep doing
Oof.
that. It'll turn, but yeah. Hellebuck's so good though, tonight especially. So good.
I'm
really
jealous.
irritating.
I'm jealous because he's American and he's going to be on your Olympic
Indeed.
roster. He's going to be on the
that
Four
Nations.
Yep.
He sure is.
You know it's bad when like the Canadian team, like Canada's talking about like, okay, what's your goaltender? And like Samuel Montembeault from the Montreal Canadiens is probably one of your options.
Ooh.
Marc-Andre Fleury might be another option. But like he's not to the same level that he used to be. And then after that, I don't know.
Yikes.
Meanwhile, like the US has.
Why did they whistle that down?
What is the US?
Crowd is angry.
The crowd's angry.
Yep.
Wasn't good.
That's some BS.
I don't think I've seen it yet, so I can't wait to see it.
No, you haven't, but
The puck was not covered, and the ref was behind the net and couldn't see it and whistled it dead.
Yeah.
I hate when that happens.
As like,
that was
Karts was trying
garbage.
to scoop it up.
That was garbage.
Oh, okay, I'm about to see it. Oh, come on.
That's garbage.
That's terrible.
Get a charity shot there.
They won't do that though.
Of course not.
How do you not see that? It's literally a black puck on white ice.
He was like directly opposite it. Large man standing.
I don't care. That's
still
his job.
Inexcusable.
His job is to see that.
Do
though.
better,
like,
Stripes.
Literally his job.
I would love to hear what the commentary is like for that.
Even the Jets guys were like, "Oh, that was a free puck."
Kind of love to see the score highlights and seeing the St. Louis Blues beating the Toronto Maple Leafs 5-1. It brings me much joy.
Took a couple seconds to click who number 28 is on. To go through the Rolodex roster, and I was like, "Oh yes, that's right. We have a new guy."
Mahura?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why I thought he was number 5, but then I was like, no, that's Giordano.
Yeah.
It's always like that like one player that you're like, okay, why is that number foreign to me? And then like Riker Evans going from 41 to 39 to 41. And there's gonna be those couple people that decided to get a Riker Evans jersey when he was number 39 last season that are like, this is vintage. It's kind of like the whole Jared McCann number 16.
16, yeah.
Yeah.
Or like Ty Cartier having 52, going back to 12 now. Like there's so many weird changes that have occurred.
All right, fellas. 6 1/4 minutes left. Let's get.
John and Eddie are talking about playing in high school band. In case you're wondering what's happening on the podcast.
They just have fun, which makes it even better.
I bet Eddie played. baritone.
Bass drum, trombone. They're trying to guess.
Could you imagine if you put like, the
Trombone.
clarinet or the trombone hits? That was my
Tuba.
instrument.
I'm not sure. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out which one he actually played. I'm not sure if he did.
The flute. Could you imagine? He's just like the flute. Like, whoa!
Piccolo.
I don't think they ever settled on what he played. They just went through a list and he never confirmed. Sometimes the game interrupts their witty banter.
I feel like meetings with them would be so interesting.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be sitting here for the couple games that we have commentary for this week. What kind of steak do you like? Like, is it baseball? Is it like? It's like, well, I had this steak over on 6th and Main, back in 71, and be like, wait, what?
Well done.
It was super
well done.
well
48
done.
ounce steak.
There
They
was
gave me
this
a
place in
cleaver.
Brandon, Manitoba. It was shit.
Oh man. Just
Not
when they were
good.
saying that Eddie would have been a great trombone player, this happens.
I have a feeling it's not good.
No, we're just all really
It's not
disappointed that he
good.
doesn't play the trombone. That's what we're sad about right now.
That's what made me really sad. Didn't play the trombone, damn it. He would have been great at it. Long arms.
Oh, okay. I can see where this is going already. Oh,
Very long reach.
Didn't get a skate far enough.
boo. Close your eyes.
Yeah, just don't watch it. Looks like it never happened.
It's still 1-1.
Oh, PB time.
Yep.
Pee time in the fun room, coined by Heather herself.
That's an Alex thing for sure. I remember
We're gonna be
clearly.
like 6 or 7 years down the line, and that's still gonna be the argument that we're gonna have.
I really
It
hope
wasn't
so.
me.
I hope this lasts. I hope this lasts that long, and I hope that joke lasts that long.
Just gonna exhale my sniff and be out of here.
Exhale a sniff is never going away, though.
No, that's forever staying.
We're going into a power play, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Lowry went.
Indeed.
Yeah. Lowry's son is going to the box.
A little update tweet.
We still is Dave Lowry still on the staff? No, he
No,
left.
he's not, right? Didn't he leave?
Yeah, he did
Wait,
leave.
or is that?
Did he?
Yeah, I'm getting them confused. Please look it up.
I will look up.
Somebody did leave. And
Yeah,
why
I
do
don't
I
think
think
it
it's him? No, he stayed. Who's the other one? Somebody else left.
Yeah, no, he's still with the team. Yeah, he's an assistant. So his son went to the box.
Yeah.
I kind of love that.
Who's
Could
the
you
one that
imagine?
left, though?
The assistant. What's his name?
Yeah. What was his name?
Nope.
Nope,
Coming
got
to me.
nothing.
This is one of the two important things that I'm very passionate about all over again.
I'm really passionate about the coaches. Okay, let me remember.
What's his name and what's his name?
Jay Leach.
Jay Leach.
That's who. Went to the Bruins. That's who.
Yep.
That's who I was thinking of.
Yep.
Got it.
That's
Cool.
it. I think everybody else stayed put, or I don't even know.
Yeah.
So many things happened this summer that like some things I just forgot.
Yeah. I was blinded by Coach Jessica Campbell, to be honest. So the rest.
Everybody was just waiting for that. It's just like, is this gonna happen, or is she gonna become the head coach down in Coachella? Like, what's gonna happen?
Both good options in my eyes.
Both good options.
But I'm thrilled about this. PP time. The Muckleshoot power play.
I'm gonna muckle shoot myself. Still my favorite tweet of all time.
I know. I love Max so much. Max is this is so funny. I always think about that now. So funny.
That's one of my favorites of all time. Whenever we're getting blown out, that's exactly what I think of. Like, I'm gonna
I mean,
muckle
the
shoot
power plays
myself.
last season, like it was really bad. Really, really bad. It was almost like we didn't want to get them, and that's why that happened. Like,
yeah, it's like I'll trade you a 5-on-5, and
yeah,
you can get a power play.
you can have our power play. People use that
Brendan,
outside of Kraken Twitter. That's hilarious.
Yeah,
Oh,
I used it
Ebbs
at
was
work.
right there.
Yeah.
I used it at work one time, and my boss was like, "What?" I'm like, it's hockey related. They're like, "What is a muckle shoot?" I'm like, "Okay, we're not getting into
Never
this
mind.
now."
Yeah.
I'm like, don't worry about it. They're like, "Okay, yeah." Like, become a Kraken fan, you'll understand.
You'll get it. It's like as the season went on, we'd be sitting at a game and Chet says, "It's a muckle shoot." And we're supposed to say power play, and everyone's like,
Yourself.
"Power play."
Oh, I saw that. I just saw the Eberle. I'm so far
I know,
behind.
it was nice.
Yeah, you see him standing at the front of the net, like we apparently don't do, pal.
Guess what,
Yeah.
pal?
Pal?
It happens, pal.
Pal?
Did something happen?
Do you not know the context of our pal bit?
You know
No,
the
I do.
context of this, right? Okay.
I do, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wanted to make sure we were
No, I
all
did.
part of the
Just
same line
checking.
of thought.
Just checking. Just saying that last season, net front presence was non-existent. This season, we at least see it.
Yeah, net front presence was like a mythical fairy named Hank. It didn't exist.
Precisely. And now Hank shows up every once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Form of Jordan Eberle's stick.
Jordan Eberle, Shane Wright, quite a few hang out there. It's pretty cool.
You know what the funny thing is? When I watched the Jared McCann highlights, I didn't realize that like 90 of those goals came from like the point or like from outside of like the face off hash marks. Like
you're
he
right.
has a shot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're absolutely right.
I just think it's hilarious that it's 2-1 because they got a goal that they're like, yeah, it's definitely a goal. And then we got a goal and they're like, no, it's not a goal. It's just like,
definitely
wait, what?
not.
Ours was definitely not.
Yeah, but their goal was definitely not.
Definitely.
Like, he caught it and then he kicked it.
Theirs was definitely maybe not. Ours was definitely.
Oh, man.
It's the Kraken. Why would it be? Oh, no.
No, it's fine. It just ebbs almost.
Yeah, we just saw the highlight of him missing.
Yeah, it was just they're just showing it again. Such a bummer. Anyway.
Man, I'm so far behind.
It was just sad to see it again.
I'm gonna watch it now.
Alexiak looking like he was in a high school wrestling meet, hurtling up. Pushed into...
It blows my mind. He's so tall. He's so big.
I like all the oven mitts banging on the glass.
Mm-hmm. And lots of mitts.
It silences it. I laughed. Did anybody see the photo of the Vince Dunn bobblehead on the ground?
The broken one?
Shattered into a million
broken
pieces,
one,
being like,
art imitates life.
Yeah.
Whoops. Also, I barely recognize Jamie Alexiak now that he's shaved, to be honest. Like when they show his face close up, I'm like, wait, who is that?
It's funny when like there's people that have beards and you're so used to them having beards and then they shave. You're like, hi, how are you doing? They're like,
yeah.
Good, how are you doing?
Like your post the other day that you posted of you from the
Yeah.
I was like, it's Alex.
I mean, like I get those reactions all the time. Shave and beard. It's just unrecognized.
I've had a beard since 2018. So
Don't need to brag about it, okay?
But no, like if I shaved it now, I'm pretty sure I'd be like, I don't recognize myself,
Oh,
and then
Yanni.
cry. Brandon Montour's shot is going to tie this up. It's going to be a deflection or something like that, but it's going to happen.
Okay, I like it. Or haircut, yeah, haircut too.
Oregon just leveled him. We're throwing some bodies tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Turbo, be more turbo-y.
Yanni, you whiffed it. So behind.
Well, anyway, second period is done.
30 seconds left. Anything could happen, except for things not happening.
Yeah, anything can happen, sure, but nothing will happen.
But
yeah, nothing will.
You tell me there is a chance, possibly? Nope, there is no chance.
No chance. Zero chance.
Have you been following the Twitter chronicles of the pom pom Duke? People who are just pissed off at some lady at CPA who wears this really big pom pommed toque and wears it very high on her head, and it's just constant pictures of like blocking out 80% of the behind her have.
No.
But I believe it.
All right, I will be right back because I'm going to take advantage of the intermission. I'll be back in just a minute or two.
Do it.
Bye, Jenny. Thanks for swinging
Jenny.
through. Enjoy your trip.
Appreciate you.
Send cool pictures
I'm
and stuff.
I'm not gonna have my headset on, so you can talk all the lies about what you're going to do in the third period.
Thanks for not taking Alex, us to the bathroom with you. Okay. Get him amped up here, Disco.
Somebody needs to.
Oh, man.
Practice is going to be interesting tomorrow, though. Maybe Bowie needs to like go into the locker room and like talk some sense into them.
Bang some.
Squeak his nose.
Pull out his tooth and spike it on the.
Pull out his slug, his pocket slug. I mean, he's got a lot of things he could just help out with, you know? That Borgie hit was nice, though.
It was nice. I like they were getting a little physical.
Mm-hmm. I watched back because sometimes it's fun to see the people on the glass, like when that happens.
Get a little amped up.
You know, what's funny to me is people that sit on the glass and then they'll put like their beer or something on the little ledge there. And I'm like, you are asking for issues. Like, don't ever do that. Jessica Campbell, Coach Campbell is the intermission.
Screenshot it. We need some good vibes back on our feed.
Got like 5 screens going here. I need to get myself together.
Got the war room in front of you.
Turn off. Okay. Get out of here. All right. That was no good. Try again. Nope. Okay. We're in business.
Coach Jess, we
Indeed. I'll put this beautiful screenshot in. You can tweet what you want. I'll tweet it. Take it back. It's like I'm very aware of how she like I don't want to screenshot her with her eyes closed or anything odd. She doesn't need any extra barriers to her position. I got a beautiful shot. Okay.
What did I miss? Who scored? Because I'm not far behind.
game's over. We're in the post game chat now.
All you missed was Coach Campbell having her intermission interview.
I missed that anyways because
Yeah,
TSI.
I know. That's
all
what I
you
was
missed
saying.
is some guy in his office talking.
All you missed was me going off about Jessica Campbell being on my screen.
Her.
That's exactly what I'm tweeting right now.
Anything, Jess Campbell works.
It's an absolute delight to see her in person, also, I have to say. Okay.
She's just such a good coach, like in the sense like you really watch like the players like listen to her and like you've seen the development in the young players. So like it's like, yep. Like she knows what she's doing.
I think it's great too that she has that connection with the, like Riker Evans and Shane Wright, et cetera, that, were from Coachella. Like I think that's cool. I mean, Coach Dan as well, but I really think that she had such a hand in the development, especially in their skating, that it's really fun to watch that too.
That and the ability and like the fact that she's been there for like training camps over the last couple of years. So like everybody knows who she is. Like it's not like they're all coming in being like, oh, who's like it's like when like a new coach comes in and everyone's like, who the heck is this? Like everyone's like, oh no, we know Jess.
Yeah, they definitely respect her. There's no lack of that when she's on the ice.
Yeah. Oh, we get to listen to Frankie Corrado, ex-Toronto Maple Leaf, Vancouver Canuck, and Pittsburgh Penguin. And I don't even have the sound on, so I don't even know what they're talking about.
an account just followed us called at BTRPNW, and I feel like it's us in an alternate.
That's my other account, guys.
Oh,
Sorry.
Beneath the Ripples, Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, I wasn't sure when I was coming up with names. I was like, beneath the waves, beneath the ripples, beneath the sea. I've got all of them. So
I thought you were gonna be like,
Firebird or is that a mirage? Oh gosh. Honestly, I remember like when we were doing the deep dive of like, oh, what brainstorm? What should the names be? What should the names be?
Oh my gosh. That was okay.
What
First
was
of
it?
all, that took us like, I don't know, a week or 2 weeks, maybe 2 weeks
Yeah.
solid. It was like 2 weeks solid of like just going back and forth of like these things. These
Yeah, you, me, and Derek were like,
Yeah.
does this sound good? We're like, I don't know. Let's just throw it back in the AI generator and
We're
see
like,
what
it's
can come
not
out of it.
quite right.
and then at like a week later, how didn't we think of Coachella Corner? But no,
could always go
we
for a
got, is that a
rebrand.
Firebird or is that a Mirage?
I mean, we can always change that one. It's different than like the pressure to come up with an overall name is real.
Yeah.
Like that haunted me because
it
I was
follows
like,
you
yes,
everywhere
I was
you
like, if
go.
we get this wrong, we're screwed.
Like it could, like if we came up with something bad and people were like, why?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
That was real. That was real. Like, I don't know.
There
I
was a
lost
couple
sleep
days.
over that.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a couple nights I remember it would be like 3 a.m. and I'd
Mhm.
be like, I got nothing.
Yep.
I got nothing.
Or we'd be like at 3 a.m. throwing names in.
Yep. Like, hey, I got this great idea, and be like, no, that's terrible. That's not even a sea creature.
Yeah.
I did like
back to the drawing board.
Last night, the three of us just like going off with excitement and be like, man, Alex is probably so deep asleep right now. And then at the end you go, Alex, just make sure you read this first, go to this place, and then catch up on everything.
Well, that's what I didn't want him to go through and read all of our chat before like reading, like getting the main point was that the song is here, like go listen to it first.
I literally woke up and like I saw the last like message that you put, Heather, and I was just like, I didn't even read the rest of like the conversation. I was like,
that was what I wanted.
And then all I needed was to send that gif of like crank the music up to 10, screaming out loud, because that was me literally at like 6:30 this morning.
Yeah.
Like I was like, this is amazing.
Yep. That's what I wanted. I was like, I don't want you to go through and read all of our stuff before you hear it. Like that sucks.
Like no, like oh, Derek is still apparently with us because he just retweeted something.
He's still with us.
Venom 3 must be pretty boring.
He's still with us. I'm like,
from the great beyond.
I'm here, everyone. I'm here.
I'm not dead yet.
I'm not dead yet. I want to go for a walk.
Quiet down, you.
Oh my gosh, just Coach Campbell's tweets, they just go off.
Yep.
So fast.
Always do. Always do.
Mm-hmm.
We just need one of those ones that has 900,000 every once in a while, just hits the algorithm just right.
Oops. I thought I was on my own account. I liked our own post, but that's okay.
I've done that.
Also, it's like, not
Derek's movie must be done
because
he's tweeting out stats, unless that was one of you, but I assume that it's Derek
tweeting
out expected goals, because that's kind of his jam.
No.
He's bored mid theater.
Like, this movie sucks. I should have stayed and hung out with them.
I'm gonna just do this. You're like, okay. But no, the amount of times that I've accidentally like tweeted something or like retweeted it on the on the Beneath the Wave account, and then I'd be like looking at it and be like, no.
You know what though? I don't think it's our fault because like X does a terrible job of switching between accounts, and like you kind of have to switch twice at least before you're actually on your other account. Like that's not our fault. In fact, like I'll be signed way out of ours and I'll get notifications for it like on my phone, and I'm like, I'm not even signed into that one. Like
my worst that I've ever done was I on my soccer account that I do for my soccer team.
Mhm.
I tweeted out a hockey like a Kraken stat, and then I just like totally walked away, and someone like was like, "What the heck are you talking about?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" They're like, "Who is Jared McCann?" I'm like, "What?" I'm like, look at him, like, "Ooh."
Oops.
Whoops.
I'm like, "No, Jared McCann is not a soccer player. He is a hockey player." Like this is yep, did that.
Yep, wrong.
I need a strong third period. Just
Very.
go crazy. Get crazy, get wild. Jamie Olesiak turn into like a 17-foot goblin and just destroy people.
Please.
That would be absolutely terrifying, but like I would be totally here for it.
I'm okay with it.
Even the goblin part?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Whatever works. I mean, at this point.
Yeah. Just throw it at a wall and hope it sticks. Do you know what the funny thing about this game is that like there's nothing that I can like so far nothing in this I can't criticize anything really.
Yeah.
Like they've
No, I agree. I agree.
like
That's the hard part, right? Like,
yeah. Like they've been strong in the offense zone. They've got a goal call back. They've been pretty good in the defensive zone. They've had a couple like the first goal was an unlucky bounce that like
mhm.
teetered on the is it a goal, is it not? And then the second goal, Joey makes the initial save, but it goes off his pad and into the net.
Yeah.
Like
No, I'm with you.
it's
A lot of times I do have like really specific criticisms. But I, like you're saying, I don't necessarily tonight have anything.
yeah. Like normally I could look at a game and be like, this is what went wrong, this is what went wrong, and I'm like,
Mhm.
eh,
Yeah.
nothing. Like it's weird. Usually I'm all about the criticism, and today I'm like, I'm not. Building up that rapport again. People have to
Yeah.
like me for my non-hot takes.
Non-hot takes.
Freezing cold takes or neutral
Neutral
takes.
takes.
Matty Beniers is a good player. Neutral take.
We are playing perfectly adequately.
We are playing hockey. Like something ridiculous. Ooh, seeing hard shell tacos.
Ooh, the best kind of taco.
Those are good. Good tacos.
Those are the tacos.
Yep. I want a taco now. I hate it when you see ads and your brain immediately goes to like, yep, I want that.
I mean,
Like
I
it doesn't
always
happen
want
often.
tacos, so
I know tacos are like, they're up there with like they never get old.
No, you can always have tacos.
Yeah.
It's like nachos. If you know a good nacho place, like a
Mm-hmm.
good pack of nachos, like a good set of nachos is fantastic.
Yeah, nachos. Yeah, nachos are good.
so the bar that I host
Yeah.
trivia at, it has like Mexican kitchen, and so their menu's just like 8 different kinds of taco fillings, and then you just choose: do you want a taco and a quesadilla and a pizza? All these different like basically, how do you want your taco filling served? And I feel it's just like the biggest debate every week I have after my shift is sitting there being like, in what vessel do I want my ground beef and cheese?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have like this authentic Mexican place actually, just up the road, about a 5-minute drive from us. And it's just like, you want like authentic Mexican? I'm like, yes. Like, will I walk out of this place with like $75 worth of tacos? Yes.
Also, yes.
And I'm like, that's not good, but it's good. So like,
Yeah.
I gotta pick my
But
battles
on one hand, it's
because
also very good.
yeah, like I'll eat it and be like, what have I done? And then the other part of me is like, you have done it well.
Okay, third is upon us. It is here.
30
It is
seconds.
happening.
Okay, team. We can do this.
Go sports.
Those hanging out on the YouTube watching, if you haven't done so yet, take a quick second and hit that little thumbs up like. Big time help. Exposure.
Also, feel free to say hi.
And feel free to say hi. We can only handle each other for so long.
I'm already sick of them, so please help me out.
Thank goodness we're not
There's
streaming.
2 Canadians
Saturday.
right now. Like, that's a lot.
It's a lot. 2 Canadians is a
So,
lot.
like, Alex, what's your stance on Nanaimo bars?
I don't like them.
What?
Yeah.
Pardon me, sir. Blasphemy.
Never have. I also call them
I'm gonna
Nairobi
say I don't
bars.
like them either, just cause.
Aren't they based out of Nanaimo?
Probably. I can only assume.
I've been calling them I've been calling them wrong for years because I thought they were called Nairobi bars.
That's
Everyone's
a
just like,
different part of the
"No,
world.
they're not. They're like they're not. They're not a night. I think it's what Kenya, no Nigeria.
Oh, hey Jimmy, thank you so much, Team Jimmy.
What's up, Jimmy?
Jimmy always is the best.
Hey, Jimmy.
He brings the best vibes. He brings all the good energy. Jimmy, Team Jimmy, all the way.
Heather, do you know what a Nanaimo bar is? Just sharing blind hatred.
I was just sharing blind hatred towards you.
Oh, perfect.
It's Canadian. Can't do it.
Okay.
I'm just assuming it's not good.
It's a dessert.
Okay.
It's like a 3-layered bar. The bottom layer is like a coconut crumb base.
Okay.
And then there's a custard layer.
Okay.
And there is chocolate ganache at the top.
Okay.
And it's delicious. I'm sending.
Yeah, I need to see it.
Honestly for me, it's the coconut. I don't like coconut. So
see, I usually don't like coconut, but I feel the other 2/3 of it just overpower the coconut.
I like chocolate ganache. Can I just scrape that part off?
Just take the chocolate layer off.
Just take the chocolate off the top.
just kind of loses it's like
X is over capacity. Get the F out of here. I hate that. I was gonna say, what am I paying for? But I don't pay for
bar that you're talking about.
Account.
That's why.
Do you know what the worst part is? For I can't actually, if we're having a conversation in our group chat and I'm on my phone, the app kicks me out of the app. Like it kicks me out of the app probably 6 times before I can even get a sentence in. So
oh yeah,
I'm like I just want to send a GIF. I just want to send a GIF, and then by the end of it, I'm just like thumbs up emoji because I can't figure it out.
Wait, what's that middle layer? Custard?
Yeah.
But it's like a solid custard?
Like it's served cold, so like it solidifies.
Yeah.
Unsure.
It ain't
have to taste it.
Sticks.
I don't know. I just know you can go to Costco and get one that's like the size of a sheet cake for $5.
Yep.
Got it. So we are on the PK right now because Ty Cartier was a bad boy.
No blood. Okay, good.
That's
good. Bad boy.
Shame.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for
but,
you?
We just same time, we kind of like our bad boys on the team,
Vince Dunn going to come on, still saying "come on" when he's in the bench. I mean, in the penalty box, still one of the best. The only thing he's really done this season, that and scoring the first goal.
I was gonna say he scored the first goal. That was something.
Yeah, but then he's he's hurt, which is really depressing.
Not his fault that he got drilled into the face first, into the boards, and probably shredded his spine.
You wonder if he's dealing with like a back injury as well as maybe a concussion.
Yeah, I'm worried about the back injury a lot.
What's up, Derek?
Derek has entered
How was
the
your
chat.
movie? Hopefully you're not driving in tech. It's been a competitive game. Had a very unfortunate goal called back. Broke our hearts.
Hence why we were trailing by a goal now. The refs can't figure out what a
What is
Goaltending
not goaltender interference?
interferences.
Yeah. Big surprise though.
That's gonna be
Can we
the
talk
title.
about that?
That's gonna be the title of the next pod. What is goaltender interference? And then we just won't talk about it at all.
Yeah.
Or
I don't want to talk
it'll
about it
be
because there's no way to talk about it. It's stupid.
a definitive guide to goaltender interference. Everyone be like, "Oh man, they cracked the code," and then we just don't talk about it at all. It's like, let me tell you about these Nanaimo bars.
Do you know what really grinds my gears? Icing. They're like, no.
No, Derek, don't drive and text. That's not. We don't condone that in any way.
Yes, have us in the background. No more talking.
You can have us in the background, but you don't need to also be in the chat.
Oh, we're sad now,
Damn it.
Derek.
Yeah, I blame Derek.
Yeah.
He's texting
Sad
and driving.
noises.
Stupid Venom.
I haven't
3.
seen it, but I'm sad.
I didn't see what happened. I just saw the glass light up.
What happened?
Well,
How far back am I?
it's
Need a writer.
I'm trying to think what's wrong here. So much is wrong here. Joey is far out of the net.
Yeah, I just saw
for
that.
one thing.
Both defense were just
both
kind of standing
defenders are
still.
The defenseman didn't help out.
We're gonna criticize. We can criticize that goal there.
Yeah, there we go. There's
Yeah,
something
there
to
we go.
talk about.
There's some negative criticism right there. What
That
the
was it.
hell?
That was a goal. Nope. Nope.
I will say that's my biggest problem with like Olesiak. Such a large frame, but he, yeah.
Schwartz is now with Eberle and Maddie.
Wait, is Larson with Olesiak? When did that happen?
There was some sort of shuffle.
Yeah, Tanev and Olesiak got tangled up in front.
Yeah.
Come on, boys, wake up, wake up. They've gone like completely flat.
I think, yeah, I worry. This is what I worry about when they fall behind, though, right? Like last season, this is exactly what I was worried about. That goal called back, right? We talked about it. It's a momentum killer.
And I was gonna say, I mentioned it being like it's gonna be it could be a momentum killer, and it really has.
It was, yeah.
Like if you get a goal in the next like 2 or 3 minutes, like you have the chance of getting back. But I really think that if they can't manage to get something in the next 4.5 minutes, then by the 10-minute mark, like just by previous ways that the Kraken have played, it's a little bit worrisome.
Yeah, I'm with you. It needs to happen in the next like two minutes before the 10-minute mark. You're right, absolutely.
Yeah.
3 minutes or so. It's got to happen. I just don't know what to make of the team in general. Like I'm having a hard time like putting my finger on it. It's kind of like when everyone is on, it's really great, but if even one line is not playing up to standards, it's kind of like everyone doesn't. I just don't know.
So I'm gonna be the one that says this. I still think they need to trade Tanev.
Yeah.
I think they need to shake it up.
Yeah.
They need to get something going.
Yeah, something like different.
Yeah.
Ricky
just said one regulation goal, basically in the last 3 games. When do the Zegras trade rumors start? Because they were happening last season. Like there's a lot of talk about Zegras last year, but I don't know if I would want him, and I feel like the cost for Zegras would be way too high.
Yeah.
But I think something needs to happen. Like I think we're kind of getting close to American Thanksgiving, and that's where you're going to see it. Usually, well, you're going to start seeing a lot of.
What was that?
Huh?
What was that?
What was what?
Fake Thanksgiving.
Excuse you?
Sorry to interrupt you, Alex.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
It
I'm
was
just
very rude of you, Matt.
It's okay. I know I'm elevator music. It's okay, guys. It's okay. But no, I think by like American Thanksgiving, if something needs to happen, because I just think that they need someone who's a little bit more fresh.
Yeah, I could see that.
So get someone out of there. Kind of like the shakeup with like when they brought Tatar in last season. Like it might
Mm-hmm.
not be big, but like something
Yeah,
had to happen because
just
like
something.
yeah.
Yeah. I just don't know. I worry about what we could get for him. I guess
It's
that's where I am. Like, I just don't know. I just don't know.
but that's where I would even consider like okay, then like if you get rid of him, bring up Winterton.
I mean, yeah, I could. Yeah, I'd be okay with that. I actually was sort of on that train earlier too. Like, I think Ryan Winterton has a lot of value.
Yeah, he's younger. He's less of a cap
Fresh.
hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's just small things that you could do, and I feel like that might be one of the things. But
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
we're so Jekyll and Hyde when it comes to our offense. We can
Mm-hmm.
either, you know, bring in 6 or 7 goals, or we can be, one goal,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
for like 2-3 game periods where it's just like, what's going on? Like we've scored one regulation goal in the last 3 games so far.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that's yeah. So
Jimmy says they need to find a way to get momentum back. Yep. Quick offense they had a few games ago. Yeah, that's absolutely right. That's what I see. That's what is so it was so fun, right? That quick
yeah.
offense. They were able to have response goals. Like where are they tonight? You know, and I know they're playing against different teams. This team, obviously, the Jets are a good team, but where is some of that?
Yeah, they've really just like I don't know, it's weird. There's games that you see them and you're like, okay, fresh team, they look really solid. Like this is like the 2024, 2025 Kraken. And then they
Yeah.
do something else and you're like, this is the 2023, 2024 Kraken.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then they do something else and you're like, oh, this is the 2021, 2022 Kraken.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah. So
That's when we're in
it's
trouble, real
yeah,
trouble.
that's like that's that PTSD gif where it's just like the soldier like staring and
Yeah.
there's all the like thunder in the background. I'm like, yep, yep,
Mm-hmm.
yep, that's
Yep.
what I see.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, Ricky just says they have an open
Yep.
roster spot plus the cap space could call up Wentz by midnight. Bilesman needs to sit
Yeah.
someone to put the fear of God. Yeah, no, 100%.
I mean,
Like,
I'm usually not on that train, but right now I am because I think something has to sort of wake them up.
but I also think that with the ability, with the cap space,
Mm-hmm.
like you can do that.
Yeah.
Like, you don't
Now's a
have to send
perfect
any.
time.
Yeah, you don't have to send anybody
Mm-hmm.
down. You could be like, we're calling up Winterton.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't impressed me, and like that could be anybody in the lineup. Like,
Yeah,
if
absolutely.
if like Jaden Schwartz is not doing his job, then scratch him.
Mm-hmm.
Like make an example. If you're not
Yep.
happy with somebody's play, then make the example of that player. Doesn't
You
matter
know,
who they are.
I feel like last season, a lot of the players got really complacent in a way because they knew Hack wouldn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
And whether or not that's a good thing that they knew Hack wouldn't, I think it worked one season and it didn't work last season. And I feel like that's what they need. Something has to be a little different. And we're looking at different coaches and all of that, but I do think something needs to change. And I actually am fully on board with calling up Winterton. I think he's a great choice. Like obviously you guys know I've been really high on him anyway, but he's a hard worker and like he's tough and he's really close to cracking the lineup also in my eyes. So it's like bring him up, let him have a game. Even just
Yeah.
one game. Like let him have it and see. I
Yeah,
don't think I don't think it will hurt anything. Can't do any worse really, right? Like
but it just gives it shows that Biles was not afraid to make a scratch.
mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
last season, like you could have easily have scratched players like like Maddie could have been scratched.
Maddie,
Like you
yeah.
could have easily scratched
Yep.
Maddie for a game or two. Like,
Yeah.
I know we criticized Eberle, but then we figured out like, oh, his hand was not the same way. So then you go, okay, this makes sense.
Yeah.
But like, there was a lot of players last season where you could have been like, you're not performing. Like,
Yeah.
You're supposed to be one of the best players on the team, and you are not performing the way that you should. We're gonna scratch you. We're gonna bring up, insert player X. He's gonna play on the top line. Give him the opportunity. Like,
Yeah.
like change it up. Like if and one of the things I'm still on board with the fact, like I would love to see Cartier like in a top 6 role. Like I know he plays bottom 6 minutes, but like I don't know why. Like I feel like you give him the opportunity at the right time. Like I feel like you could see like he shows glimpses of
Oh yeah.
Of playoff caliber Cartier.
I mean, I always think about just the fact that he could come in his first game as an NHLer in the playoffs and like didn't cave to pressure or to the immense amount of like just the hugeness and bigness of that game. Like he still was able to come in and make a difference, and like that, I think that speaks so highly of him. And I don't think he's had the same opportunity since then to sort of make that impact too. So
Yeah, I think last year, as much as like he played
mm-hmm.
he played almost a full season, or I think he played the
Mm-hmm.
full season. I'm not too sure if he was actually scratched a game. He did great considering he was like mostly a third, fourth line player. But like, I definitely think there's like some additional talent there that can be tapped and can be really worked at. So that's something that I think and especially with Dan, because like Dan's really seen, like he's really helped develop that talent. So like hopefully like I want them to, and I know it's early in the season, so like there's lots of time for this team to figure it out. But like if we're down the line, if we're in January or we're in February and things are bleak, change it up. Opportunities, like try it out. Like I don't like if I already know that if it's February and we're talking about next season, and I hope that's not the case, but I definitely don't think we're gonna. I think there's gonna be a lot of players that are gonna be gone. Like I don't think it's just gonna be the likes of Tanev. I don't think it's gonna be the likes of Gord. I think in that type of situation, you could see players like Schwartz, Olesiak. I think those are the type of players you could also see being moved. But right now, I definitely just think that they need to just switch it up. Like give the younger players some like players in the players in the AHL are hungry.
They are. See, that's what I liked about Winterton so much is you could tell he was so hungry for it. He wanted this so badly. And I think that's what caught my eye. It was different. It's different energy from him than from the other players. Like it's such a different energy. And I really liked that about him.
Yeah. Yeah. And even when he played, when he came up for those few games last season, I was quite impressed with his play.
Yep.
Like between him, Morrison, and Wright, I was pretty happy with both Wright and Winterton. Like Morrison definitely has a little bit more time to develop.
Yep.
Like, but I think like Morrison's gonna be that type of player that could probably play like 4
or
5 minutes.
Oh my god!
Wow!
Oh,
that was amazing.
Oh,
I'll see it in a minute.
Old.
Oh, I almost fell out of my chair. That was so amazing.
Oh my god.
Okay, we got life back in this team.
Yeah, this is better.
That was like right up there with that Shane goal, I think. From the preseason.
Can you just tell me who scored?
Jordan Eberle, baby.
Eberle. It was Ebbs.
Love that man.
Nothing's better than the Shane Wright goal, but yes.
I know, but I'm saying he got a little spinny reverse action.
Because I have to. That's my brand now. God, that was nice. Oh my gosh.
I love that man.
You know why? It's because on TSN they just had a profile on active Saskatchewan-born players in the NHL, and they were talking about him, and they manifested it into existence. It's like when Sportsnet kept advertising they were going to have the sit down with him, and then he scored the overtime goal. So we just need to keep
6 goals.
6 goals.
6 goals.
6 goals in 8 games.
Yep. I'm our captain.
That's our Superman.
There's never been.
S is for Seattle. S is for Superman.
Imagine
Yeah,
I
that
said
was
S. Imagine I
Brendan.
said
That was
S is in.
nasty.
That's
Imagine I said S is in.
nasty.
S is in. S is in, oh my gosh, I
You
can't
can do it.
speak.
I believe in you, buddy.
S is for Seattle. S is for Eberle. I imagine I said something like that. It'd be like, no, that's wrong. Like,
It works. It's fine. It's all good. We got it. We got it.
it's okay. It took me way too long
Wow.
to say S for Seattle.
That's okay. What time is it there? Midnight 30?
Midnight 30.
Yeah, midnight 30.
Midnight 30.
Correct.
Wow. Well, they didn't do before the 10-minute mark, but they did it pretty close. So
There's life. There is
yeah,
definitely life.
I feel good about that.
The link is to the most recent podcast episode where we talked about that bit of S is for Seattle, S is for Superman.
S is for Superman.
I had a lot of TV and movie references in that episode. Many
in that sentence.
Yeah. Oh man, they have life. They're going pretty hard now.
Oh, this team. I just don't know. I always like to say I don't care as much as I do, but I care way more than I say I do. Yeah, I mean, CPA will absolutely just change on a dime. A goal like that, forget it. Crowd is hyped.
It's like the opposite of game 1 when called back and all the air got sucked out.
That was one of the saddest moments that I've ever experienced in CPA, to be honest, because things were going so well, and then
then chaos fighting, and it was like, this is exciting too.
Yeah, fight was great.
Yeah.
Fight was right in front of us too. It was nice.
I was gonna say, you got great seats for that game.
Yeah, I did. And also, it really is just about like being flexible. And because I live really close, I can be like day before looking for tickets, and find really good deals. So I'm very lucky that way. But yeah, those seats were amazing. In fact, so Derek was in my same section. He was just up a few ways. But when he was like, "Oh, you said you were row whatever it was, G or something," he's like, "I didn't realize it was that close." It was like,
I've only been I saw one game where I was right against the glass in Toronto, and it was for like a business meeting. And so the guy beside me, like the guy that I went with, he was trying to talk business, and I'm like, we will talk between periods.
Yeah,
I'm
not
like,
now.
I am never going to experience this ever again.
Yeah.
I said I want to just take in all 60 minutes on the glass. Like this is never happening again. Like I'm never, and it's never has, because like those tickets are insane.
They're insane. I will say I've done that for my birthday the last 2 years, just because they played either on my birthday or like the day before or whatever. And I'm like, this is what I want. I don't need anything else. Just
Yep. You're that kid in like the candy store that has like their face pressed against the glass. You're like,
oh, for real.
like it's so fast.
I have this great picture of Ryan Donato behind me, because we were like on the glass, and he's like behind. He's about to shoot a puck up over to a kid, and he's like right behind. It's like, I don't know, just amazing. But it was reverse retro night, so you know what happened.
Voodoo.
When I went to CPA, I was in the fourth row from the top, like as high as you could go.
That's because you didn't know me yet, so you didn't know the secrets to getting good tickets.
Well, and I also spent so much money getting down there. Everything else we did, because it was our first time in Seattle, so we had to do all the touristy thing.
Yeah. But you know what I will say? Nosebleed seats are some of the best seats, because
it was a great view.
Yeah, you can see everything.
The rowdiness, like in Toronto, because like most of my experiences of going to Leaf games, just because of where I grew up, like that was the best section, because like those were like the true fans, especially in Toronto, because a lot of like the lower bowl are, it's all about business. So like the upper bowl are just like rowdy, true fans. So like you're losing 3-0, like that is the place to be. They're winning 5-0. That is the place to be. Like it's just chaos hockey, and it's just fun up there.
Yeah.
Like the whole time.
My favorite, honestly, is like lower bowl, but top, a little higher up, so I can see a little bit more of things developing, coming together, but you're still close enough where you like feel it. That's sort of my ideal But
Yeah.
but I'll
Yeah,
never give up the seats like I had that first game though. I was
absolutely.
like, yeah, that's fun.
See, with the Frontenacs being like 5 minutes down the road for where I live, you can get like glass seats for like $20.
Mm-hmm.
So like
Yeah, that's not bad.
the one time we were behind the penalty box,
Oh yeah, that's fun.
and that's fun because
Yeah, that's
like
fun.
you're just chirping them. You're like, what kind of
Yeah.
play was that? And they're like, they like will turn around and look at you. You're like, you're too play, you're too fly, you're soft, and like you just try to get in their head, and it's so fun.
Yeah, that's fun. First season, it was really, really easy to get really nice tickets for really cheap. Like we sat right behind the Kraken bench once. That was really fun. Like you can't see anything. Honestly, you can't see anything, but you do get to see when they come skate over and the obscenities that are flying out of their mouths and like all that.
Oh.
That's fun. So it's like
Yeah.
it depends on what you're looking for, but like I don't know, I've enjoyed being able to, and I will say I'm very fortunate to be able to do this, but it's been really fun to be able to like experience different seats, just for fun.
We almost had another one at the door.
I can't wait to see it in a couple minutes.
Riker shot
5
it
minutes
in,
or
and
so.
Beverly just about.
Where was he when he almost tipped it?
Some might call it like net front. Al?
Okay, buddy.
He just loves being in front of the net. Like, who is this man? He's almost scored 3 goals tonight alone.
Yeah. Yeah. Brendan, you've been 4 or 5 back. Yeah, that's still pretty close though. That's like you still feel it. Those are good seats, 4 and 5 rows back. That's like still feeling the action. I like that. If you can get glass seats though, I do recommend it. At least once in your life. Just don't put your beer on the ledge.
No, they will knock it off.
I've seen it.
Yep.
I can't believe how many people do that.
Like, purposely, like, I could totally see like Vince Dunn, like full blown sending it, hitting the boards, and then smiling. I could totally see it happening.
Nachos and stuff. People do all kinds of crazy things. I'm like, why? I'm like, don't do that.
Like, do you not think that these players are like, oh, my opportunity is right here? They're currently digging for the puck behind the Jets net right now, and like I'm just watching like 4 grown adult men smack the boards for like 30 seconds. Like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Like, what
Yeah.
is happening? Oh, come on, Bjorky, it's not gonna happen, but like.
Okay, so I want to tell you this funny thing about John Forsland because we have a moment. There's a commercial. So, whoop, there it is. Is playing. And John Forsland says, it's a. I'm sorry. He says, it's a brilliant lyric.
Whoop, there it is. Downright poetic.
It's a brilliant lyric. Oh my god.
John Forsling is just such a gift, and it just keeps giving.
It's a brilliant lyric. Indeed. My stomach hurts. That's so funny.
Honestly, I would pay for John Forsling to just narrate like a full day of my life.
Oh god, yes.
But like in his own way, like just let him go. Like go
you
off.
have to have Eddie there too, though, because it's the combo.
Yeah, they play off each other, but oh man, oh god,
there's Alex walking down the street,
and whoop, there
Eddie
it
would
is
be like,
playing. It's a
Eddie would
brilliant
be
lyric.
like, and then Eddie would be like, I had a great steak the other day, and you're like,
he had a great steak. done. 48 ounces of well done steak. It took 10 hours to cook. Worth it.
Do you know how that would happen? Like you would be like you would do something and John Forsling would be like, "Well done there, Alex. Well done." And then Eddie would be like, "Do you know what's well done? The steak I just had."
Yes. Oh my god. Oh man. Oh, good times. Oh man.
Yes! We're back in it, baby!
Got it. Oh my god. Okay.
Monty Mania is running wild.
It's happening.
Is it Monty?
It is. And you know what? Okay. So his face afterwards was like almost, I don't want to say it was shock, but it was like, oh my god. Okay, it's died. It's died. It's died.
I'm gonna get Monty Mania going. Let's do this.
I'm tweeting it right now. I'm saying what you gonna do when Monty Mania runs wild on you.
Okay, nope. They're giving it to Maddie.
Still cool.
Still very cool. That's 2 for Maddie. 2 for Maddie.
I'm still tweeting it, and then I'm going to.
Woo. Okay.
I didn't see the replay. I wasn't watching, but good for Maddie.
Yeah, they're giving it to Maddie. Okay. Tie game.
I just tweeted out the hockey gods are real and they are powerful. I don't know.
Oh man, okay.
They're gonna ask for sacrifices. Like, this is bad.
You guys. Whoop, there it is.
Whoop. There it is.
Game. What a brilliant lyric.
Can I just say, yet again, Brandon Montour.
Yeah. I mean, the whole
Brandon
thing is set
Montour.
up because of him.
Yeah. We're in.
Oh, man.
Do you know what? This is like. I was arguing like what, less than 10 minutes ago, saying like, you know, we really need to get this. Like, they did exactly what we needed them to do.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Tweet out. I made sure to put a whoop. There it is for you. What you gonna do when Monty Mania runs wild on you? Maddie Benier tips in a missile of a shot from Brandon Montour. Tie game, baby. Whoop, there it is.
There it is. What a brilliant lyric.
Brilliant lyric.
Whoop, there it is.
I should go comment that.
That's the quote tweet. What a brilliant lyric. And then tag John Forsland in it.
Oh man.
Direct quote.
Oh god, that is so friggin' funny. I'm dead. Oh man.
Fired the heck up.
I've been hollering.
Been hooting and hollering.
Someone's feeling it. Probably me. But hey, John Forsland makes me laugh. No apologies. How boring it would be if we weren't feeling it. What was I just gonna say? Oh.
2 minutes.
What a brilliant lyric.
Whoop, there it is.
That's so funny. Oh man. Good times. Good times.
Ooh.
Okay. Anyway.
Who is this team and what have they done with the Kraken of last year?
I don't know, but I don't want them back.
The team of last year is dead.
Like the Davy Jones hat, it has been a burial at sea.
Yep. Wow.
40 left.
Think about Edzo pounding somebody's clavicle.
We need a Matty Hattie tonight. That's what we need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he gets a hat trick, I'm going to have to like pray to the hockey gods every game at this point.
Your next child is named Maddie, regardless of gender.
Man.
I'm gonna I'm gonna name my first child after Maddie Beniers. Your first child is a girl.
Maddie.
Mathilda.
Build.
Madeline.
What do you mean, Mathilda?
Oh man.
He's feeling it.
Man, we're getting danced on right now.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't seen that because the puck hasn't dropped.
Like 110.
You're still in intermission.
The first intermission.
Oh god. Okay. Okay.
Saw the commercial for. I just saw like a board commercial for Tostitos, and now I want chips. Like
Chips.
nachos specifically.
Yeah, I know. We talked about nachos and tacos a lot. They sound really good.
Yeah. Well, Matty Beniers has more goals than Chandler Stevenson. Is his contract worth better than
Whose contract do we feel better about?
Oh, thank
Tune
God,
in on the
Joey.
next podcast to find out.
It's been a ride.
Joey, clutch.
Question: Is Brandon Montour the best free agent signing we've ever made already?
Yeah. I can't think of anybody else, to be
Schwartz?
honest.
Within no,
Schwartz,
because he
wasn't
was
No, he was there. He was there
yeah.
already.
No.
Nope.
He would have technically been a free agent signing though.
Yeah, because he wasn't in
Oh,
the draft.
Because he was
That's
with
right.
Vince
That's
Dunn came
right.
from St. Louis. Yeah.
I don't know. Well, I guess we're gonna have some bonus hockey.
All right, get a point. One closer to 76.
Point, not a pity point. That's a point earned.
That's a point we need. We need all the points. Wow. Good for them coming back, though. I just saw a lady with 2 mitts in her hand, 2 oven mitts. Did she steal from someone, or she was more like this?
What? I could just picture her being like Zoidberg.
Oh man, it is wild to run into Zoidberg at the games, though. It's like what?
The fact that like someone's look at the clapping. CPA is alive and well. I don't blame them. Like I said, it's been a great game. I think, like, yes, I've complained, but the fact that they came back and tied the game and brought it to overtime.
I mean, we had to complain a little bit to have something to talk about, so
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
They're just helping us out.
Yeah. Jimmy, I also would love a quick Kraken goal in OT.
I want a Maddie 7-second goal. He did pretty.
Yeah.
Maybe 6
Bring it.
seconds.
That or I want. Yeah, that or I want like Shane Wright just to like fire it in, or like a Jordan Eberle goal, or even a Jared McCann.
So really, like what we're saying is
a Kraken
anyone.
Goal.
And that Eberle goal.
Yeah, that was nice.
Could I also just say that the photos they released for like those Halloween wallpapers, Yanni Gord's eyes are absolutely terrifying.
Yeah.
Right. Lock it in.
Like I saw that late at night and zoomed in. I was like, nope.
Yeah. Yeah, those were something. Oh man.
So the first 3 on the ice for Seattle is Eberle, Stevenson, and Montour.
I like it.
I like it. I'm happy with it.
Fine with that.
They're fired up. Like they're fired up.
Just drop the puck.
I know, for F's sake.
Well, I know I'm gonna wait a little bit because if you're still waiting for the puck to be dropped,
we are.
I'm gonna have to wait.
My God.
Finally.
I'm so nervous.
I know, I'm nervous too. I can't watch.
Winnipeg's
This
playing.
is why I hate when I'm
Winnipeg's
ahead and I have
aggressive.
to watch.
Y'all both are ahead.
Yeah, we're at the
Yeah.
same time.
Yeah,
Stuck in
so
the Stone Age.
Matt can watch for all of us, so I don't have to.
Drop the puck.
You're
Can't
gonna wait a while. It's
Can't believe they
annoying.
didn't call it a dead puck.
Nope, just
You could tell that Eberle was getting pissed off about the dropping the puck. He
yeah.
even skated over, was like, "Come on, really?" And he still won it. Like, what?
Yeah.
What team is this? We can't win face-offs. I'm just gonna watch. I know I'm delayed.
I don't want to watch.
Fire. What? Oh, apparently we tripped him. I thought he just fell on his own feet.
Finally?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, and they scored.
Oh, that's it.
Trickled
That's
through.
the end. Yep. Oh, boo.
Damn.
Boo.
Just trickled past him.
You know what though? Good comeback, because like I thought this was OVER over, or as Derek would spell it, OVR over.
Over.
Over. Over.
I'm gonna watch the sadness.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, it is sad though.
that's the worst.
Yeah.
It just like squeaked through his elbow.
Barely, yeah. Ugh. Oh man. And then yeah. Ugh, such a bummer.
Honestly, that could be a point at the end of the season where you're like, okay, I'll take that point. Because
Yeah.
like that could have easily been like, we lost 3-1, we came back, we lost, yeah.
Yeah.
But like that was
Yeah.
oh
Yeah,
especially
Jimmy, I
watching...
agree. They fought till the end. We always love this team. So thanks for hanging out, Jimmy. We appreciate you.
So close.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm just watching the replay now again. Like it was so close.
Well, that's one of my 6 overtime
go.
losses.
Yep.
Yep.
Kraken are now at 9 points, which means there's 67 points before they silence me.
Just creeping ever closer.
Oh my goodness. But what a hard fought game.
Yeah.
Like hard fought game. That game last season, that would have been no points, but like
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. It would have been no points. They wouldn't have come back.
They wouldn't have come back. That would have been over. 10 minutes left in the game, that would have been over. So I'll take it for what it is.
Yeah, agreed.
Well, we're definitely
many
gonna
highs
have
and many lows.
we're definitely gonna have some good things at least to talk about. Yeah, but
yeah, 100%.
But
gotta go tuck Alex into bed.
Yeah.
Well, thank you everybody for joining tonight. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to our channel. Give us a good old like. And if you haven't yet listened to the podcast that you can find on every platform, you can just type in Beneath the Waves in the search bar and we will show up. And yeah, the last episode we just released was on Tuesday, and it's called S for Seattle, S for Superman. And yeah, you be ready to get the next podcast episode coming out next week. But until then, that will definitely be one that you'll want to catch.
Yep. We'll see you next time.
See you soon.
See you soon, y'all.